kind of setting up the scene for where we are picking up this session of Expedition to the Barrier Peaks. So our adventure begins, like it has these past couple times, inside a metal fortress that is located at the base of the Barrier Peaks mountain range. A few weeks ago, there had been reports of strange creatures attacking merchant caravans on the trade road. The trade road that the Keep on the Borderlands is charged with protecting. Adventurers were called upon to discover the origins of these strange attacks, and it led to the discovery of this place, this peculiar steel complex that seems to yield not only unfamiliar creatures, but highly advanced, powerful golems that have an array of gadgets that allow them to shoot rays of fire, magically pull and repel objects and other creatures, and they all seem to speak a strange language that is foreign to you. The Grand Duchy of Karameikos is very much concerned about this fortress and what lives within it. Furthermore, they worry that monstrous forces may move into this place if it is left alone, and so the forces at the Keep on the Borderlands have been issuing contracts to worthy adventurers to clear out the complex. And you are some of those that have accepted that call and signed those contracts. Their hope is that you all and the many other adventurers besides you that are exploring this place are going to be able to clear it out so that they can occupy it and establish this place as almost like a secondary keep, another point along the tradeway to keep tabs on the region and the area. The contract that you have been offered is a healthy one. 5,000 gold pieces to each person who contributes and assists with the effort, plus Grand Duke Stefan Karameikos himself is pledging to gift each participant in this effort a magical artifact to each who succeed in the effort. And so that is what brings you all here. There is a little bit of history on where we're going to pick up, but I'm going to kind of push pause on the more immediate recap to give you all maybe a chance to tell us who your character is. So we'll go around, tell us your character name, race, class, and why don't you tell us, you don't have to tell us the exact item that you are desiring from the Grand Duchy, but maybe talk a little bit about the type of item that you might ask Duke Stefan Karameikos, if you could describe it and maybe describe why your character wants it. And so we always gotta let the new player in the group go last, because you gotta give them a break. So Dave, we'll follow up with you at the end, and so we'll start with Jarl.
Oh, hi, how you doing? I'm Isaac, and I'm playing Jarl. I'm an elvish monk. I currently have a lot of buddies with me over here. Some of them are stuck in a room, but honestly, I've always had as far as a magical item, I've always had my eye on some type of item that would make me a bit faster, something that would give me a little extra speed, something maybe harder to hit, and I get to hit a little bit harder, maybe keep me a little bit more alert at times, but I'm looking for something maybe along those lines. And I'm excited to continue my journey here in this weird metal cave.
Sounds good. Next up, we have Selvin.
Hi, I'm Dawson. I'm playing Selvin, Dragonborn Paladin. And as for the magic I'm looking for, it's not necessarily for me in a sense. What I'm looking for is not for my own benefit, but for the benefit of others. I want to extend my reach of protection to other people, and hopefully some sort of artifact can help me with such a thing.
Awesome. And thank you, Nuthouse, for the cheer. That's awesome. Looks like the gem door is sufficiently full, so he's been getting fed this week, it looks like. Next up, we've got Char.
First off, I don't remember the gem door being full of so many robotic bits, but that's maybe just where we are. Scott, I'm playing Char, the Asimar sorcerer. He's having a little bit of personality problem, starting to kind of lose it. And if he's thinking future faced about what he wants, part of him wants something that can help dull the pain, but he really wants something that can protect him from death. His first death ever in these sessions has alternately kind of thrown him into a tizzy of do the right thing or it doesn't matter, kill everyone. And he's more in a kill everyone mode right now. So he'd like something to protect him from that.
Sounds good. Next up, we've got Mr. Butterbrickle.
Hi, I'm Chris, and I'm playing Mr. Butterbrickle, and he is a former butler turned starry-eyed adventurer. He did a poor job of surviving by himself on the island where he met almost everybody here, and he has blown all his savings on a trip just to get here and some leather armor. And but what he really desires is some kind of magical blade, like a rapier or a dagger, that would give him some kind of power. But he also just wants to look good. He wants to see something where people walk down the street and they're like, "That guy's well dressed," and they're like, "Holy shit! Look at that blade on his waist." He really wants some kind of magical rapier.
Sounds good. And I see. Thank you for the bits there, Nuthouse. And I saw Scenario there, so I had to scroll up just to show him that Scenario is still very much involved, just behind closed doors right now with Rurik. We'll get to that in a second. But next up, we have. So this was a difficult one. I didn't know what name to exactly put on the overlay, but I put Victor there. But maybe I should do it like he did in Fantasy Grounds, the old Bob/Victor. So I'll let you explain that.
Sure. All right, so I'm Dave, and I'm playing, there Bob, dear guy. He just kind of hangs around and does stuff there, drinks some beer and, just helps his friends out and stuff like that. But Victor is pissed off as all can be. When Victor comes out, he just likes to hit things with his battle axe and his warhammer. Like, ah! Victor would be looking for an item of power, something to destroy his enemies, make them feel his feet on their throats. Yeah, there, Bob probably just wants something to make him look better. Maybe, get him a few more drinks in a tavern or something.
Sounds good. So that's the cast of characters we got here for tonight. They don't all start out necessarily having immediately been with each other. I try not to do this too much, where we've got these continuing stories in the community campaign. We try to bring them to a close at the end, but we've had the same characters very, very much in these past couple, so it just seemed natural to pick up on similar threads. But Jarl, Selvin, and Char were traveling with Tip, a character that's not currently present, Scenario, and Rurik, the three of them players that aren't here tonight. And they were investigating the ship. They basically found an area in the middle of the ship that seems to be kind of like the high security. Maybe the you guys don't know you're in a spaceship or whatnot, but everyone kind of knows that's the premise of Barrier Peaks. But there's some kind of door that Lucy, the android companion that has taken a shine to Jarl, kind of told you that the door could only be opened by a key card of the highest clearance. One, she said that the commander, whoever the commander is, would hold. And so you all asked her if she knew where you might be able to find this commander, and she said yes. And so she took you up to the part of the ship where you currently are. Scenario had an idea in order to get to the other side of a door that you couldn't open, to dimension door himself and Rurik to the other side, in hopes that maybe be able to open it up from the other side and such. Turns out not the case. These doors here also require a high level clearance card to get into, one that you don't have quite yet. So Scenario and Rurik are inside, unable to open the door. Their recourse right now is basically to wait this out. Scenario has to recover and regain that energy and that power to transport himself back out. So you all have been kind of hanging out maybe for the past hour or so, just waiting for them. You don't want to leave them behind and such, and guard this door for any threats that might try to barge their way in. But it is in that waiting game of yours that suddenly, from around the corner, you see, and I'll let both, I think, Butterbrickle and Bob describe themselves as they come around the corner and into eye shot of you. Then we could start with Butterbrickle.
All right. So, Bob, like I was saying, yeast is your friend. It's great for baking. It's great for all kinds of things. It's great. It's in the beer that you've talked to so much about. We should talk more. I think we're approaching my friends here.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm smelling something there, gay.
So, Bob, sorry, now I'm taking your accent. So, Bob, this is Jarl and Selvin, and Char's even here.
Mr. Butterbrickle, long time no see.
I've not seen you since that one place with that one lady.
The old woman.
That
She was
one
good to
place.
us. You remind me of happier times.
Indeed, my friend.
Any luck?
I-
What you guys been up to? Hey, hi. I'm sorry. Your name? I'm Jarl. How you doing? I know Mr. Butterbrickle, but who are you, dude?
Oh yeah, there, gay. I'm Bob. How's it going?
Hey, not so bad. We're just our buddies are stuck out here. You guys, any luck with the rest of this area so far?
Oh, not that I've seen there. It's kind of weird place, you know. Not kind of something I'm used to, you know. It's like ting ding no docks on something metal, I guess. I don't know.
You just wandering by yourself?
No, I'm with the Mr. guy here.
Mr. Butterbrickle.
He's an excellent escort. I'm sure he's... Mr. Butterbrickle, I'm sure if you've decided to walk off, you've taken the most polite and proper route. So what have you got in mind?
Well, sorry I've been gone, but I was hoping to speak with Rurik. I miss her. And I feel like I've seen some things and I need to discuss with her.
Yes, Rurik. She seems to have had an affinity for our scenario. They seem to spend a lot of time collecting multicolored cards and time alone. Have you
Isn't
gathered
that-
any cards?
I'm
Wasn't
not
that
thinking
the
that.
kind of the thing we're supposed to do? We have to open the doors,
I've
you
been
know.
trying to find cards too, dude.
If you're looking for work, Mr. Butterbrickle, he's right behind that door, and we kind of can't open it because Scenario was like, "Hey, I can try something cool," and they may have a key back there, and we thought, "Hey, it's a pretty cool idea," and then he just vanished, and then Rourke is with him now right on that door.
Oh, that door over
Lucy.
there, guys? You having trouble with it?
Yeah.
Lucy,
Seems to be going to-
Lucy the android sidles up next to Jarl and hooks your arm like she has
Hi,
been.
Lucy.
And
Hi,
she
Lucy.
says, Jarl, are these some of your new friends?
Yeah, well, you would recognize Mr. Butterbrickle. Remember, you're making him spend all that money in that arcade, or maybe, or you're
I
trying to
spent-
get us.
I spent no money, but
Oh, that's right.
I
It
spent a
is-
lot of money.
Yeah,
Lucy, like her head turns to you, Selvin, and she says, "Oh yeah," and she unhooks Jarl's arm and like goes back over to you and hooks your arm.
Wow.
Lucy.
Oh,
How do you
goodness.
say- Cuckold?
That guy
and-
just got friend zoned. Oh, goodness. That's
In Elvish, I'm gonna say, Jarl, what's she doing?
I don't know. Hopefully, she doesn't start laughing at you.
I have an idea. Hold up. Jarl,
Don't say anything funny, okay? Don't make her laugh.
Only supports why we can't
and I'll-
trust her.
And I'll and I'll throw my coupon for the gold at Jarl while I'm pretending to sneeze.
Oh, you dropped this, dude.
What do you mean? Hey, what you found there, Jarl? What's that?
Coupon. It says big winner.
Lucy, you see that he has a coupon or like a token or something?
And then
Isn't that cool?
She moves over to you, Jarl, and she says, "Oh, wow. That's impressive. We should play more games."
Oh yeah.
Lucy, maybe you could continue to show us other areas of the thing where there's other coupons, other games.
She just bats her eyes. She says, "Well, of course. I'd be happy to." And her head is just like very like jerkily, like kind of moving and looking at both Bob and Mr. Butterbrickle, and she says, "Would you accompany us as well?" Blink, blink, blink.
Of course, Lucy. Lucy, have you spent any time trying to open this door?
And she turns her head and she scans it and she says, "Well, this door requires a key card that I am not authorized to open."
And all right. And I suppose you don't know anyone who would be authorized to open this.
Well, the commander of the ship certainly would have a key to this room, as would his family.
Commander of the ship, sure. And I look over at Bob and I kind of just elbow him and say, watch out for this one. She is a strange person, if that is indeed what she is.
Charles has slid his way over there, and he's going to try to persuade his new potential ally, Bob, that maybe we don't want to trust Lucy. She's a valuable tool, like a sharp stick is a tool, but not something you want to trust.
Oh yeah, there. She kind of looks odd there. All right.
Yes, we're fully cornering Bob right here and just.
As that's going on, if you might notice that Jarl, he kind of has a far off look, and it's like this large like realization has come across him, and he's kind of just staring out, like kind of in the nothingness at the moment, and is like shaking his head and kind of very very distraught at the moment.
What's wrong, buddy? You okay?
I don't want to talk about it, dude.
Come on. That's what I'm here for. This is my specialty. I like talking.
Nah, not right now, dude. He's gonna look at he's gonna kind of glance at Lucy real quick and then glance back. I don't want to talk about it.
You hear Char's voice in your head. It's okay, buddy. We're here on your side, not hers.
Hello?
Remember that.
That's
Someone
so
give him a hug.
interesting.
It's okay, buddy.
Yeah, I know, Lucy.
It's okay.
Everything's interesting, Lucy. uh,
Are you enjoying your stay?
I was, Lucy. Why are
buddy.
you the way you are, Lucy? And he's gonna
Before we get on the dating channel, so Bob, what was your quest when you came in here? Random salvage, or did you have a purpose?
There's some lady there, a duchess or something there, got me, said she'd give us some gold and possibly some kind of weapon there, where for me, maybe, something, make me look better or something,
I think that's good. We were put on the trail of finding a group of fungus folk, some sort of I don't know, weed people. We're supposed to go meet them and try and drag this metal golem over there and co-opt them.
Oh yeah.
Weed
Have
people.
you seen any weed people?
And you wouldn't have seen any evidence of them quite yet.
Butterbricker would have seen them from before.
Yeah, do
Butterbrickle,
I
you
understand that
have-
he means? I know he means weed people. Because I'm sure if there's actual weed people, Jarl would be unconscious right now.
No.
Oh, but you're the chill surfer guy. He's just like, no.
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 Maybe no.
No, not right now. Okay. Y'all sad.
Oh.
Oh, buddy.
Lucy says, maybe we should find the key to the store that you're all so obsessed with, so we can go and have some fun.
Yeah.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Great idea, Luz.
Hey, Tip, do you
Always.
think you could watch the door while we try and find the key for it? Just, make sure nothing too bad happens.
Tip is like already like set up. He's got like stuff laid out, like a little kind of makeshift campsite. Like he was never going to go and do whatever you all were doing. He says, kind of thumbs up. He's going to guard the door and wait for your return.
Bang the fort. I love it. Thanks, Tip.
Thanks, Tip.
So,
So I guess we're gonna go find this key now, right?
Yeah.
Don't worry. It's not like it's probably the hardest key to find here or anything. What could possibly go wrong?
Hey there, guys. You mind if I give the door a try? See if I can give her a budge or what? Are there some handles on this thing or what?
hold on. No,
I
no,
would
Please
no.
do,
recommend
Bob.
not.
Please do, Bob. I
No,
need to speak to York Rorick.
Hold
No.
on, guys. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I don't know if you've come across any of these trash can looking dudes, like wooden barrel trash cans, but they're actually made of like iron or metal or steel. Either way, they drag you into rooms that have green gas and they punch really hard. And they're right behind that room, and he'd be pointing to the room right to the north of us.
Okay.
Says, so
Yeah.
if you mess with the door, there's a good chance that they might come out and attack us. So
Dave, I'm going to
I
show you.
learned that the
I'm going to
hard
hold
way.
up and show you a picture of what the door looks like, and this is representative of most of the doors in the area. Is like this.
The next one.
This
Number
one
one.
right here. So it's
Okay.
a metal door. It's got this weird little like blinking console kind of thing that's like right to the right of it. That's got a slot that they've realized that these slots correspond with different key cards, and whatever color is blinking on there seems like that is the color of the card that you need to insert. They have messed with these things to see if they could force open the doors, and they can be forced open. However, yeah, the problem is that it can activate the security of the ship when they're not open properly, and the nasty golems that come out, these robot things that they're describing, are quite formidable.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we've seen what even the janitors can do. Quite dangerous. I hate to see the official security.
I don't think that was the janitor, but I wouldn't want to meet the janitor either.
So do we continue finding these veggie folk, or do we try to break in, do another door?
I prefer we try to prevent in as many break-ins as possible, considering, they're kind of locked in one right now. I'd say if we can open a door, then we can do it. But like breaking in, I really don't want to go that risky.
Maybe we can circle around where we're currently at and look for another approach. I think the doors on this hallway to our left, with some of them open.
So I'm gonna use Lucy as kind of my cursor to describe which ones I'm talking about. These ones
Choose your
right here,
blinky.
yeah. These ones along the south of this hallway are jet black keys, so you could open these. These ones to the north are red.
All right. We don't want to go in the red ones because that's death. That's where the security droids are.
the who's?
The droids?
Isn't red where the more dangerous spots are? Wasn't that right,
I
Lucy?
believe I
The,
believe that was said.
the
Yeah, the red
punch
is.
barrels. The punch barrel guys.
Those
Yeah,
guys were like
Lucy,
an orange, I think. The punch barrels.
Lucy
Then again, if
says.
we
Lucy says the red key cards are given to police personnel on board.
I think we could try to force one of those, but only if we were prepared for when one came out to hit it with overwhelming force.
Hmm.
I don't know if one go to that such extremes already. I mean, what if they're pretty chill? I mean, Lucy's pretty chill.
Lucy's designed, apparently, for our pleasure.
She's too chill.
These other ones, all we did was simply try to open a door, and they came out. I don't know if you recall, I died. I don't
I
know if I
don't.
want to face that again while we experiment on their pleasantries. Remember the horse? The horse was apparently being healed, and all they were doing was stabbing it to death.
They're actually. I don't know. Lollipop. That's right. Lollipop.
I don't think we give them a chance to say boo.
Well, either way, I think it might be best maybe if we get on our way. We'll be back, guys. We'll be back. Don't worry.
Chip, hold the door.
And he gives a little salute. You can see he's like fumbling around with this like cube thing, and you see his like counting, and he's like looks like he's doing like mental math in his head, measuring the width of the hallway and the height of the ceiling and such. You're not really sure what he's doing, but yeah. So you're heading down this hallway, and as you do, you hear some like voices down the hallway.
Can I give like a perception check maybe to see if I recognize any or if I know or I could understand what they're saying or something or
Sure, give me a perception check.
uh-oh. It's frozen there. I don't know if I'll do it again. Let's see.
Oh, it's probably because I'm revealing areas of the map. So
Okay.
okay, an 11. You can hear yeah, you can hear conversation happening with an 11. Probably can't make out like specific what they're saying, but they are voices that you recognize. Like you distinctly hear Cinnamon, what you think is Cinnamon's voice.
Oh. Hey, I think Cinnamon's up ahead, guys.
She's good people.
Seems like they made their way around from the west side. Now they're here. I guess that's a plus.
And for the audience's benefit and Dave's benefit, these hallways that you're traveling in are quite wide. They're like 20 feet wide. The ceilings rise up some. I don't know. In the hallway here, probably like 15, 18 feet tall. Like they're spacious. And it's just all metal. And along the ceiling, like there's kind of like at times you just see like kind of like these strange like rubbery vines going up and down like the ceilings. The walls themselves seem to be like sheet metal, like riveted in place. It's just quite bizarre. You entered into this place feeling like you were coming into the mouth of a cave, and then it opened up into like this weird fortress kind of area. And the same doors up and down with the little key card readers on the side.
Okay. Right.
But I think if we test one of these red doors to our north, we're going to see a response.
Do we
Anyone-
want to try and aggravate the police though?
Maybe we
Oh.
should ask. Maybe we could ask Cinnamon. Maybe if she has a card. Maybe she found something.
I don't think we should definitely let him know we're here.
Hey
Alex,
guys.
if we go interact with them, what are we going to find out? Just for simplicity. Since they're not actually online.
We're gonna interact with every one of them, Alex.
Yeah.
I expect you to use the proper voices for everyone.
Many
I got it.
times.
So, what you see as you come into this hallway, we'll first describe the environment that you're in. This is another one of those drop tube areas, just like you've seen a couple of times before. I'm going to pull out the image here, and it's definitely one of my goals this weekend to do some photocopying of some stuff here, so I don't have to hold this stupid book up to the screen like I have been. But here
I
you go.
enjoy it. It's nice.
That's what the
More
drop
hands-on
tube
experience.
looks like. It's basically this very wide cylinder. It's got basically a portal on either side of it that you can see through. They're open. When you look down, it just goes down into darkness. I don't know, 20 feet or so. And thank you for the cheer. When you look, you're not really looking at this particular one from this vantage point, but you would have seen a couple of these already. And they're all the same. When you look down the shaft, you can see to the left and to the right, there are these like weird, like metal rings that stick out of the sides. Maybe like a distance of like 8 to 10 feet apart. So not like like it would be like if there was like a metal ladder on the side, but the rungs were like crazy far distance between each other. So it wouldn't be able to function as a ladder, but that's what it looks like. And as you enter into this kind of larger chamber, you can see Cinnamon, the tiefling bard, with the reddish skin and very fashionable clothing, and she sees you all and she says, "Hey guys, long time no see." Oh, and then she's like looking. You can see Lucy kind of ducks like back into the hallway to like avert her gaze, and so she's just kind of like hanging out around the corner. You see William Raincourt, who is a human cleric who gained some renown on the Isle of Dread for many of his adventures. Very long, sexy hair, and he's wearing some traveler's clothes that are a little bit beaten up, but were probably quite fashionable back in the day. And he just seems to be kind of like hanging out by himself, kind of watching what everyone else is doing. And he doesn't really say anything too much as you all enter, but he kind of gives a wave or a nod. You see Sisterfist Christian, who is a human male, dressed in a garb that seems to indicate maybe he's some kind of investigator. He's just kind of he's definitely heavily armored, goatee, black hair, and just kind of has a gives you all kind of a suspicious look as you enter, and he gives a nod. And then you see Maleron, your elven friend, who's traveled with a few of you on a few occasions here. And he smiles brightly as you all enter, and he says, "Oh, hey guys, look, we're just checking out this we're hearing kind of weird sounds coming from down in this shaft here."
Weird sounds how?
And Cinnamon's like, it sounds like something's growling down there. You know? Maybe it's like that frogmoth thing that everyone keeps talking about. I don't know.
Oh yeah, there. I know what you're talking about.
We
Hi,
fought that.
what's your
before.
name? And she's looking at Bob.
Oh hey, I'm Bob. How's it going?
I'm doing good. Say, maybe you can help us out with this thing. And she like looks over by William and she says, "That one over there, he's not pulling his weight at all." And you can see like William is like kind of futzing with like a healer's kit, and he's like, "Oh, well, I would lend a hand if I could, but you see, it's just I'm a little injured, and so I'm just gonna take a moment to rest." Yeah.
Very suspicious.
I'm not gonna lie, it kind of sounds like something that William would do.
Do you say
Oh.
Char? Does Char say that out loud? Very
Yes.
suspicious.
Have you checked any of these doors around your perimeter?
Sister says, well, he tells you that I'm going to use Sister as my little icon right here. This one and this one are open. He says they don't seem like they require any key cards or anything. And that'll match with what you've discovered. You can see these two doors here just have the plain button on the door, no key reader.
Oh.
And you can see just plainly that this one up here, this one here, and this one here all have key readers on them, but it's a violet card door.
We haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, and he says they haven't been able to open those yet.
We're looking for a route to the north. We're supposed to meet with a random veggie pygmy tribe. Have you seen any other routes north?
Malaron says, well, this is as far north as it seems that we can go. This tunnel here seems to match the one on the southern end of the complex where we entered. Maybe these, what'd you say they call them? Veggie pygmies? Mold people?
Yeah.
Maybe they're the ones making that noise.
I mean, I guess we could have a list. I mean, we've heard what they sound like before. It's like a lot of weird, like that. That was the most beautiful performance I've ever heard. Thank you, Jarl, for that.
You see Malaron's like, wow, these things that you're talking about just seem amazing. I'd like to hear. Did Malaron maybe he was on that adventure?
I don't think he was.
He wasn't. No.
Oh, okay. But I
It's like
imagine
a
he'd be
charm
reacting
spell.
as excited as he could, just like, oh, I really want to see that.
Think of a charm spell you successfully resisted. It still sounds nice, but you hate them.
Oh, I doubt that. They sound like very well.
No.
No.
Burn.
Oh, okay.
Burn them.
They're
And-
cool. No, I'd say they're cool. Like they were all dancing and looked like some people were having a mosh pit in the back. Like they were digging Scenario's music.
Yeah, apparently
Oh.
Scenario has a fan club now, which is all better to inflate his ego, even more so.
They're trying to weaken us from the inside. They're getting stronger. as we get weaker.
What? What are you talking about?
And then they want to use us to join up with another tribe.
Uh-huh.
To be fair, they wanted us to kill the other tribe to begin with, but I kind of sided against that.
Sure, that's what they made you think.
No, I'm pretty sure it's what I thought.
Anyway,
So
that's
you,
where
said
we're
there
headed.
was, so you said there was some growling, Cinnamon, in the pipe?
Yeah. There's definitely some growling happening down there.
Like a dog or like a bear?
Could be, I guess, but you've been in here. Do you think it's a bear? I don't think so.
I mean,
I
once
bet
saw...
I bet it's one of these house monsters.
That's true, but I did see a bear once climb up a guard post tower and shove some guy off the top of it. Yeah, that was the turtle from Isle of Dread. I don't know if he came with us, but that was pretty scary. He just straight up just climbed up a ladder and just threw someone off a building. It was great.
She's
So there's
like,
growling down
okay.
this tunnel, you said?
Yeah.
I'll have a listen.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Someone else like to listen with me? My ears can't really hear too much in this helmet.
Y'all will listen as well.
Okay, go ahead and give a perception check.
You got it.
Okay. It sounds actually silent as you both go there. As that happens, why don't you
Oh, God.
both give me a strength saving throw?
Uh-huh.
As
Yeah.
these characters are right behind you and they
Yep.
shove you forward.
How can I think this would happen? Yep.
Hey,
Strength
Simon, by the
save.
way, I have some questions to ask about Lucy. Oh, what are you doing?
23.
As
You
a
said
reaction,
strength?
can I use my aura of protection?
You have to be within 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, you said a saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm good for Jarl. I think I'm within 10 feet for Jarl. 5, 10.
Definitely.
Butterbrickle and I are hanging out in the corridor trying to figure out
Yeah.
what did they say
Jarl,
wrong.
Jarl, take the bonus to that.
Okay. So I
What
could
was it?
do
Plus what?
Let me
Plus
check.
All right.
What's your charisma score right now?
Oh, 2. Plus 2.
All right.
Okay.
So 16.
So Jarl, you do end up falling.
Whoa!
Selvin, you're in the power armor, so you're able to you feel like this shove, and you're already by default just so heavy that they don't get you quite. The momentum doesn't pick up before you're able to grab hold of the sides of this portal and stop that from falling, stop yourself from falling. But Jarl, you
Alex,
take a digger. What?
You just so that you know, as they push me, I just slowly go down very slow because I have feather falling. So you just see me whoa in the middle and just kind of
okay.
slowly.
Yeah, slow fall. Monks.
So
Why'd you guys push me?
Actually, yeah. So you're just kind of slowly falling there.
Okay.
So I think you'd still fall. What's the rate of? I think you'd still be at the end of the. You fall to the bottom, but just not take any damage. Is
Okay.
that how it works?
There's a damage threshold that they have or something.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Or
I'll
is it
take-
a?
I'll
Is
take
it
a
a
look.
reduction?
Let me see. I'll take a look while you're.
Hey guys, I don't think this is actually them.
Yeah, as
So-
as you would see Bob's scales start to turn black. As what did you do? Why would you push him in there, my new friend? And he would draw his warhammer.
I turned back to Lucy. Hey, why is that happening? Your friend Jarl just got dumped, and you're hanging out back here like it doesn't matter.
Just hold on, guys, because we're in initiative. It's,
Yep.
as soon as this happens, probably not accusing each other of inaction.
I could reduce I could reduce fall damage to 5 times my monk level. So
Okay, so I'll roll some damage here just to see what happens.
okay.
So it'd be 6.
Alex, I just want a surprise round where I insult Lucy. That's all.
Yeah. So 6 points of damage, Jarl, and I think you would reduce that, right? Because
it'd be no
it
problem.
would be negligible. So
Yeah.
we'll hit an initiative here, as some accusations fly, and
They are all allies. Oh no, who's who?
the one that looks like Maleron starts to just take some swings at you. He's basically punching kind of at your visor. Well, actually, he's gonna lend some help. He's gonna give the help action to Sister. That's what he'll do.
Okay.
So he's grabbing your arm, and it looks like they're again gonna try to force you down this tunnel. Jarl, it is your turn.
Okay, I have as one of my racial or one of my class, or as I should say, maybe type traits. I have Misty Step. So how far down did I fall?
20 feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna reappear. If I may, I'm gonna reappear back.
So you
Uh,
blink back up to the top of the
yeah.
landing there.
Yep. I get a fantasy grounds open. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'll go on this side. Whoa.
What was? I don't think this is them, Jarl.
Yeah. You think, dude?
And I think that's just your bonus action.
Okay. I guess I'm going to punch. I'm going to bring out my a blade and slice at Malaron across his face.
He deserves it.
I hope it's not you. If it is, I'm sorry, dude. And I'm going to. Oh, I should target him. Sorry about that. Okay.
Actually, if you want, just throw it in the chat for this one.
Okay, you got it.
Okay, a 21 will hit.
Okay, and that will do.
7 points of damage.
All right, I get one more attack. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna swing again.
And this is with the polymorph blade. A 26 will hit. Another 9 points of damage.
All right. I'm going to move. Oh, yeah, I could. I'm gonna move right here, and that'll be it. Oh wait, did I move out of sister's range, or would that not? If I move here.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's see. So then next up is Sister. Using the assistance from Malorad is going to try to shove you once again, Selvin.
Okay.
Make a... I assume you're gonna. It could be Dex or Strength on this one. This one, they're trying to like kind of actually like literally trip you, but I'll let you do either. Saving throw is fine.
Saving throw or skill check?
Saving throw.
Okay. +3. So 17.
All right. You end up tripping and falling down the pit.
I fell
no!
deeper than this!
Taking 5 points of damage.
God darn it. Okay.
And then Sister moves to right here and is going to take a overhand punch. Well, actually, Sister has a sword and is going to use that.
Whoa, dude.
A 22 to hit.
Yep.
And that will do... that will do 11 points of damage.
You got it.
I'll type that in there. Sorry,
Right.
there's a couple of odd things here that mean the automation isn't going to work. So, got to do our own original arithmetic.
No problem.
Let's see. Next up is going to be, you hear a door open, and from the other side, well, I didn't mean to reveal all of those to look quite like that, but
You look a little different, dude.
I think you know at this point what is happening as you see, well, players know what's happening as you see this strange, weird, blue, fleshed creature. Seems almost hairless with these bulging, kind of pupilless eyes emerge from this door. Seemingly ready and alert to get the drop on you as it runs out the door. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gets up right here behind you, Jarl, and is going to take a couple of swings.
Okay.
It gets a
Ooh.
critical hit.
Oh, ouchie. I think that'll hit. Yeah.
What is your passive perception?
Passive perception is. Give me a second. I'll take a look.
I'm willing to bet it's
Um,
higher than a 9. So,
yeah, we're 16. Yeah.
you hear like the door open up, and you like swivel around to look, and are able to kind of defend yourself from this. It would have been a
Okay.
lot more damage if that hadn't happened, but
Okay.
you're able to like kind of react and defend yourself against this. So, you end up taking 10 points of damage from that.
All right.
He takes a second swing. A 14 will miss.
That misses.
And sorry, 1 second. I'm just gonna remove the. No, I can't do that. I need them on there. Okay. So, another one comes running out the door there and is ganging up on you, Jarl. Takes a
Okay.
swing.
Oh,
A 15 will miss. The
Yep.
second one, a 22,
ouch.
hits for 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Then it is Lucy's turn, who comes up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She runs past you, Char, and she gives you
Yeah.
like a pat on the back, and she just like zips past you, and you see she's beelining it right for the one that looks like Cinnamon, and gets like right up in her face and is ready to like grab her and like
Grab her by the earrings.
Start
She's taking her earrings off.
slamming
She's
her
ready to go.
against the tube here. So
Did she pat me on the back, or did she hand me her robot earrings?
it was just a "don't you worry about me" kind of pat as you were accusing her. We don't know. Is it just coincidence that Cinnamon was the closest one, or does Lucy retaining some kind of animosity? We don't know.
We will
Now
never
see.
know.
Yeah.
And then it is Selvin's turn.
You know, I've fallen from much steeper heights than this and survived. This is literally nothing. And I'm just gonna look at my armor and say, what does this button do? Boop, 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 boop. And next thing you know, you hear like a and I use my bonus action. I'll spend my last charge my energy cell to get a fly speed of 15 feet. And I'll just start coasting my way up the thing. Like, I'm coming, guys, don't worry. And like my top of my head can get there. That's about as high as I can get. Unless I can dash. Can you dash when you're flying or no?
Sure, I think dash just doubles your whatever your speed is.
So I'll fly up 30 feet and say, I'm here, I'm back. And I'll just move to where I was originally and just hover.
Oh, Grumpy DM, I think maybe missed what happened. No, you're not evil. They have just met some doppelgangers. So,
You doing good over here? Jarl, you don't look okay. And I'll end my turn
No,
there.
I'm not doing okay.
And that's where I'll end my turn.
all right. Next up, Mr. Butterbrickle.
Welcome to the party.
Yay. So I'm going to shoot at Doppelganger. Oh, and I need to remember to do my sneak attack because everybody's hanging out there. Effect. Oh, never mind. I think I did it wrong already. Anyway, short bow.
A critical hit.
Yes,
Ooh.
butter
Critical.
brickle.
Nice.
So,
Make sure you get that sneak attack on your character before you hit the damage.
I think I hit it. Hit the walking guy button.
Oh, yeah. I see it. Oh, let's take one of those off. Go ahead and do your damage then with your arrow.
All right.
Mess them up, butter brickle.
Boom.
Oh, that's too much.
Woo!
No,
Odd.
it's not.
That's
It was a critical.
That's the right amount.
Yeah, it's a
Oh
critical.
yeah. Nice.
So 32
Good
points of
job.
damage. Arrow goes
Yeah.
sailing through. It hits this thing in the neck, and it kind of screeches and is yelling in some kind of alien language. But is still on its feet. But turns its attention, is looking down the corridor where you stand. Anything else, Mr. Butterbrickle?
No, I'm still focusing my attention on Lucy. Char and I definitely do not trust her. I'm not maybe quite as paranoid, but I already don't like how she's doing my man Jarl. So, I'm just watching that.
Sounds good. The doppelganger that looks like William moves over here and is going to start taking some hits on Lucy.
Boo-hoo.
A 12 misses. And a second attack also misses. While you might
how
not have any
convenient.
emotional attachment to Lucy, she is the receptacle for your veggie pygmy message, and so should she perish, you might not be able to bridge
will
that
become
piece.
fire, Alex. Our message will become fire.
Which might, yeah, some of the party might be okay with that outcome. So we turn now to Bob.
All right. And right now it's Victor. He's pissed off. He's going to hit something with his warhammer. So he'll take the first swing.
Let me just double check. That'll
17.
hit.
Okay. And then he's going to do a second attack. Same one. 19.
10 more.
Yep. Is that how you want it done? You want it drug in the chat, right? Or do you here you can put it on the character, right?
You can, but for this particular combat, because I didn't really code this out super well.
Oh, okay. I
So
gotcha.
basically, we've got doppelgangers that are wearing some of the equipment and such from the actual characters, and so Grumpy
Oh,
DM, if you're watching, now the big question is where are these characters for realsies?
Realsies.
So okay, so you start hacking and slashing into this character that resembles the tiefling Cinnamon, but she's still up, and then we turn to Char.
Oh, could I do my bonus
yeah.
action of cast Shield of Faith on Lucy, which is going to give her a +2 to AC.
Okay, sounds good. And there's
You've already bought into her hype.
Yes, I have.
And I'll show you how to.
Yeah, how do I get my? I marked it off. I've used one.
So if you go to your actions tab and you go to the Shield of Faith spell,
Yep.
click the little magnifying glass there,
Okay.
and then you can click and drag that effect over onto Lucy, and it'll give her that +2 then.
Just like that.
Perfect. Yep.
Okay. Oh, perfect. All right.
So some of the spells will have little effects that'll show up if you click those magnifying glass Not everything is coded super well, but that one works pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, Char, your turn.
Char has really just had everything vindicated for him that nobody can be trusted. Everybody's suspect. And he decides that the first person he wants to really stick it to is Malaron. Some ancient memory in his mind from the Isle of Dread is like, Malaron, that guy's got to get it. And he's going to conjure up a thread of shadow into a blade and cast the spell Shadow Blade and attack from here. So he's going to move where he'd be within 20 feet, because then he can use it as a thrown weapon. And you want me to bring it into the die roll?
Yeah, you could do it just like that. So a 20 with the chill touch.
No, it should have been with. It's the same rolling, but it's for
okay.
Shadow Blade
Against Malaron. Let me just see. That'll hit.
Okay. The damage.
10 points.
And so as I cast that, it flies out of my hand, but immediately it recreates within my hand at the beginning of the next turn. And I just kind of drop back here into the corner to see so I can keep an eye on both fights.
All right. Next up is the artist that is not Cinnamon, but it will
Formerly known
attack
as Cinnamon.
and take a couple of swings at Lucy. First swing is a 13. Second one is a 17. Both are going to miss. The Shield of Faith doing its job, deflecting those fists, those mighty blows. Malaron is going to turn its attention to Selvin. And
the field Malaron's a lot nicer.
Takes a swing, an 18 will miss. Second swing, a 17 will miss. Jarl, it is your turn.
Right, Jarl is going to turn to the doppelganger and try to attack him. Doppelganger 9. He's going to go ahead and swing. Can I attack him or no? I can't. Would you rather me still do that one in chat as well?
That one you could actually.
That
hit
one's
the
okay.
Token.
Okay, sounds good.
Basically, any of them that aren't the PCs would be fine.
Whoa. Okay. He's going to go ahead and try to hit him again with a blade.
Ooh.
And he is going to boop.
9 points on that one. That one is looking pretty rough. Wounds all over its body from the cuts on your blade and the arrow sticking out of its neck.
All right. I'm going at that point though. I am going to use a key point to disengage. So for my bonus action, so I'm gonna spring off of Malaron's forehead and move over here a bit.
A little Mario Goomba stomp. And get over to the other side. All right. Next up is the sister doppelganger. Gonna come charging over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Gets over by where Char is at.
Selvin doppelganger is too old for that.
Yeah. He makes like some kind of remark or joke like that that's like 80% the actual quote. And takes a swing with a long sword. A 12, I believe, will miss, and a 14 will probably miss.
Yes.
And something just happened in my ear. Let's see what we got. A man needs an NPC needs a name. So,
Do we have an NPC?
well,
You
we
will
we
soon.
got a few that are gonna be dead, but there is a high possibility, Casey, that we might be interacting with some veggie pygmies at some point down the road. So if you want to give one of them a name, you certainly could. If you want to name one of these doppelgangers, you could too. I'd like an NPC named Barry, please. Okay, we'll figure that out. Make sure to get a Barry in here at some point.
I think he needs a very white voice too. I think he has a very white voice.
Oh, okay. I know. I got it. I got what we'll do. So, Doppelganger 5 here. This one's going to move forward to where you are, Selvin, and take a couple of swings. 25. 5 points. Second attack is going to miss. Just hits the open palm against your heavy armor. I guess we usually try to show what Selvin's armor looks like. So we know what our boy here looks like. He's wrapped up in a suit that looks like that. Very
Ooh.
very interesting plate mail suit of armor. Has all sorts of
Very
gadgets.
Fallout.
And then there is another door that opens to the south. And this first doppelganger that steps out doesn't look blue, pale. It doesn't have the bald head or anything like that. Looks like a kind of heavy set dwarf with kind of darker, ruddy skin, big, bushy, kind of red hair, red eyebrows, and he is gonna come sneaking up around the corner here. Yarrow,
Attack Malaron.
once again, what was that passive perception?
16.
16. And again, you're just perceptive. You hear that door down the hallway. You kind of prep yourself for what might be coming. You turn around, and you see this little dwarf who's wearing like a chef outfit, and has a cleaver in hand and is like gonna try to like hit you with it. And embroidered in the chef's outfit, the word "berry." Hits you for 5 points of damage with that cleaver.
Okay. Ow.
Zoom, another doppelganger. 5, 10. Moves up to where Selvin is. Selvin,
It's a whole party.
what is your passive perception?
10.
10? Okay. This one kind of gets in your blind spot in your armor suit. And so he's got the potential to sneak up on you here.
Okay.
And he gets the crit.
Okay.
Hits a particularly vulnerable piece of the armor that actually just kind of like you hear like something snap like off of it. Some electrical discharge shoots down. 28 points of damage.
I will rebuke the violence. That was mean. He needs to make a wisdom save. Hold on, I'll find it.
Wisdom save.
Channel Divinity DC 14. Wisdom save.
21.
It's 68, but takes half. So he'll take 14 points.
14
damage
points.
right back at him.
He kind of flinches as he feels that as inside your suit you channel the power of your divine. He takes one more swing at you. But a 17 will just hit the cold hard steel. Another doppelganger pops out.
Oh, jeez, there's so many.
And let's see if he gets the sneaky sneak. He does not. 2 open palm swings at Jarl. A 20 to hit.
Oh,
7 points. Second attack. 24 to hit.
no.
8 points of damage. Doppelganger 9 is this heavily wounded one here. Who's going to kind of move back a bit. 5, 10, 15, 20. He ducks in behind through this door and takes cover back there. Lucy has got her hands full over here, being aided by Bob. She's going to take a couple of swings, stiff arm punches right at Cinnamon's face.
Good.
An 18 and an 11. The 18 will hit. And so she ends up doing 8 points of damage to that one. And then we turn to Selvin.
I bonk it with a flail. The one who did bad things to my backside.
Bonk it.
Don't take that out of
Twist it.
context because. And we'll throw in a little divine punishment on this one. I'll do a first level divine smite because ow, that hurt a lot. Bonk. That's horrible.
All
Wow.
ones.
Yep. Second attack.
There's a
Natural
crit.
20 and smite. Bonk.
And that one goes down. You finally, the first time, the divine spark, it's a difficult conduit out of that suit, but you got it, and it rips open and hacks this thing in half. Darth Maul style on the floor.
I, with my movements, will glide away. Hey, Jarl, how you doing, buddy? I'll take the tax opportunity.
Not good.
All right.
Don't worry, buddy. That's what I'm here for, and I'll just give you a thumbs up. Yeah, you have your tax opportunity. Yeah, that'll hit.
25 for 10, and other one misses.
And for my bonus action, I will do nothing.
Yeah.
That's my
Miss
turn.
the Butterbrickle. It is your turn.
I'm not muted. So,
Aren't you glad you showed up?
yeah. So I am still interested in what happens with Lucy, but I kind of just want to see how that plays out, and I need to save people I know, like Selvin. So I'm gonna shoot at Sister Christian.
Sister Fist Christensen is going down.
I'm stuck in my actions, so take this.
A 19
19.
will hit.
All right, I'll add my damage, and
Ooh,
17.
Nice.
17
Nice.
points.
Powerful.
Arrow, he's like kind of trying to manhandle Char, and your arrow kind of just goes and slices his forearm, just kind of rends some of that. You could just see this bluish flesh kind of peel off of the body of Sister. Almost like his
Nice.
clothing itself just peeled off and isn't really a part of him.
So right now, Mr. Butterbrickle, and I don't really know how to verbalize this as him, but he has this giddiness, like yes, like his last 5 shots have all been like high damage shots.
So he's
But
finally
Rick's right
crossed
around.
over from butter knives to real weapons.
Yep. He feels like he's in there. He's part of the group now.
Suddenly, the doppelganger that is portraying William busts out these like weird karate moves. It's just like kind of jarring to any of you that actually know William to see his form like being this like brash hero up in their face attacking. But there it is, trying to land some blows on Lucy. And a 20 hits. It gets past the Shield of Faith, this one. Does a little bit of damage, 5 points to Lucy. And the second swing definitely misses. Bob, it is your turn.
All right. Would Victor see what's happening on that other side? I only have like a 9 passive perception, so he's not very perceptive.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're kind of taking the time maybe to take a quick check your 6 kind of thing, you'd see maybe things are looking a little rough. You're probably feeling like Lucy seems like she's pretty capable actually now that you've been engaged with her a little bit. She's like deflecting blows, and now that you've got the Shield of Faith on her, like seems like she's handling her own okay.
Okay. Would I be able to put my Warhammer away and draw 2 javelins and chuck it at that doppelganger down there? Would I
Sure.
be able to do that?
I think
Okay.
so. It's like 30 feet is the range on javelin, right? Close range.
I think so.
Yeah.
Is that how do I measure feet in here?
Just like-
Every square is 5 feet. 3120 for a javelin.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Plenty of room.
Okay. So all right. So I'll do the first attack here. On,
Okay.
that one right in front of Jarl.
That'll hit.
And then I gotta hold on. I don't have the damage correct on this. There we go.
Money, big money.
10 points.
Wrong dice here. Hold on. And then I'll do my second attack. Does a 15 hit?
15 will hit that one. Yep.
Okay. And then
Another 9. So yeah, you kind of rapid fire a couple of javelins down there. Both kind of get him in the side. Pretty. You see like his body kind of like morphing a little bit to try to like reject them and push them out of his body, but he definitely there's wounds there. There's like kind of this like kind of gelatinous like blob there pushes them out, but there's definitely blood and goop come pouring forth from those piercing wounds.
What is going on?
Seems to have been struck by a smooth criminal, if you ask me.
Ba-da-dum-bum, ba-da-dum-bum, ba-da-dum-bum.
Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum.
Char, it is your turn.
All right. When I did this before, it's because I want to make sure I'm reading this right. It says it counts as a simple melee weapon, which I'm proficient and has various finesse light thrown properties. But in Fantasy Grounds, it doesn't really give me a 2-hit tool. That's why I used Chill Touch, because I did what I assumed it would be the same sort of attack. But does that make sense to do it again?
I'm sorry, what spell was it?
So if I continue using Shadow Blade, which I'm concentrating on, it talks about how it can be thrown or melee or any of these other things, but it doesn't actually have an attack button. It just has a damage and an effect.
It's used like if it's like a dagger or like a rapier. You have to use like your physical skill for that.
Yeah, so I've
reading.
just been using something else to use to attack with it because it's not included in the spell.
So you could use like your dagger or your crossbow.
Yeah. Sorry, that was
'Cause-
the other one. What? You like a dagger? Because the other one, I was trying to use spell because it was the same thing. So I used a cantrip. That'd be the same as for ranged.
I think you actually use it like it's a weapon. Like the spell summons this magical thing, but you'd still be
Okay.
using like your
So should I
You
roll
know.
like a dagger roll?
yeah, that would be accurate to do the dagger. So
Okay.
go ahead
Yeah.
go ahead and give it another roll with the dagger. So a 10.
It's not going to hit, but at least I'm using the right thing.
Yeah, and then so you throw it, and then it would like reappear back to your hand.
Well, if it's immediately, it stays in front of me the whole time.
Okay. Okay,
Just
yeah.
weird that Fantasy Grounds doesn't seem to have an attack tool listed for it.
Yeah, that'll work. Just using the dagger there.
Okay. I want to make sure you use the right thing. So I missed, and I really have nothing else I can do on that round. But if I can do an offhand, just kind of punch to his face.
So part of the spell says that you have advantage if you're in dim light.
Are we in dim light?
I would consider you in dim light out in the hallways. There's not.
Well, the second roll is exactly the same as the first.
Yeah. Sounds
Oh,
good.
boy.
It just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah. But if I could have like a 2-point fist punch, I would go for that.
Anything else, Char?
No, just trying to punch him with my offhand.
Oh, do you have like a weapon in your offhand?
I could just have the dagger that I've been pretending I'm holding.
Yeah, you could use that. It's a weird rule, but your hand doesn't count as a weapon. So if you pull out the dagger, though, you could use that as your offhand.
If
Unless
a
you're a monk.
14
If you're a
hits,
monk, then
I
it does.
did. If a 14 hits, I did 3.
It does. So 3 points of damage to that was number 6.
That's to Sisterfus.
Oh yeah. Sorry. See, I'm looking at the token thinking he's on your side. He's not. All right. Next up, we've got Cinnamon. So that doppelganger is trying to get. She's going to turn her attention for a moment to Bob, realizing that Bob has the spell up on Lucy. Takes a swing, misses. Second attack, a critical hit.
Oh.
14 points. You maintain concentration on the spell. And then it turns to the Malaron doppelganger. Bridges the gap here. Moves up right next to Selvin and will take a couple of swings.
Hey, buddy.
Is he still smiling like very kindly as he's like attacking him?
It's like turned to a sinister look because he's very, very pleased with himself that he got this deception to work. But he misses. The armor is protecting Selvin quite proficiently. And then Jarl, it is your turn.
I'm going to go ahead and try to defend myself and attack. And this doppelganger right in front of me. There we go. With my blade. Come on. Let's take this guy down.
All right, 7 points.
One more. Another.
And 7 more points. Still on his feet, heavily scarred.
I am going to use another key point and disengage. I'll be back. I'm sorry. I'm hurting. And he's going to limp away. Hey, what's up, Mister?
But I was going to protect you. Okay, bye.
Oh.
It's okay.
Sorry, I'll be back then.
The one that is Sister has blade out and is going to start dueling with Char. A 10 will miss. And how about a 16?
16 would be right at what you need.
That will hit you for 7 points.
I'll take the hit for him.
You'll take it? Okay.
Yep. So small trickle of blood comes out of my eye as I shed a tear, and then I'll take the damage instead of him.
You feel the intervention took the blow for you.
I give a side-eyes glance to Selvin, still sticking himself out for unclear reasoning.
That's suspicious of him.
him.
What
Fine, I
is
just
he
won't do it
really
next time
all
then.
about? Doppelganger 5 bridges the gap here. The doppelgangers all seem quite pleased that they've got you they're ganging up on you. And they're just hitting you, from all sides. This one, there's almost like this percussiveness to the sounds of them hitting
Jesus.
against the metal. A crit.
Mm.
Another insignificant piece of the armor kind of goes flying off and scatters down the hallway.
Okay.
Number 6, same thing. Takes a swing. 20, not enough to do damage. Second attack, the same. Number 8 will take a couple swings. 22 hits.
Okay.
7 points.
Mm-hmm.
And the next one misses. Does anybody remember? I need to name it on the tracker. Which one is our
Doppelganger 6.
Yep.
And it was Barry, right?
Yeah, Doppelganger
Barry.
6 is Barry.
Yep.
No, otherwise known as Barack.
So that was number
Well,
8. Number 9.
No, as Barry.
Barry Peaks, he said.
Barry Hussein Dwarf.
Number 9 is out of sight. Lucy takes her round and is dishing out a couple of swings at the cinnamon. 20 points. Or 20 hits and deals 7 points. And a 24 hits. And, that should have not been to her, but to the actual doppelganger. She takes the doppelganger and grabs her and, whips her through that opening. And you see the cinnamon goes flying down the tunnel. Ah! Splat. And you could see, maybe only Bob can see it, but there's kind of a smirk that kind of, her little gears give a little pleasurable grin as she does that action. All right. So one of the PC doppelgangers has been taken care of. Oh, I still gotta delete that off of there. Okay. Next up is Selvin.
I'm just gonna crouch underneath my shield and say, "Somebody, I know I'm not one for saying I need assistance, but I really need assistance here now." And I will spend 25 points of lay on hands to heal myself. So sorry for the bombardment of lay on hands in chat. And then I will use my bonus action to take away 5 hit points to boost up my armor a little bit more. So it's 64.
God, touching himself.
And then I will use my bonus action to do that, and I'll get 17 temporary hit points. And then any help would be great, guys. I'm just gonna stay right here, and that'll be my turn.
Mr. Butterbrickle.
So I have an obscene amount of potions of healing, so I'd like to hand one to Jarl. But would that be an action or a bonus action?
Well, let's just say it's like a interact with an action. You're slipping a potion in his pouch or his pack or whatever.
Okay.
He has his hands wide open going, oh!
And then I'm going to doppelganger do I want to shoot at? I'm gonna go at doppelganger 8. Yeah. I don't know how to give him a potion of healing.
Just delete it out of your inventory, and then Jarl, you can add one to yours.
You got it.
kind of rogue are you, Chris?
The butler kind.
Subclass butler.
I don't even know why I asked.
Butler. Roll.
The butler
Roll
kind.
the butler.
The kind that serves little bits of food like this with toothpicks.
Things are gonna get spiffy.
Alphosaurus Rex.
I'm gonna use sleight of hand to get my boots or my feet clean. Just a little buffing. I'm just kidding. So I'm gonna like shoot at Doppelganger 8. Although maybe I should shoot at something else and wound something else. Nope, 8.
That will hit.
Oh. So damage. Get that ready. And oh, I didn't land it on him. Dang it. Let me try this again. It was a 4, so I'm not cheating. But here we go. Try this again.
All right, 18 points. Arrow goes sailing into him, hits his jugular. This blue gunk is just shooting out of the wound, and he's spraying. He puts his hand up to try to like cover the wound, and he's got seconds to live, but he is still on his feet.
Oh. What if it was 19 because I rolled a 4?
Then he'd be straight up dead. But
Unfortunately, woulda, coulda, shouldas.
If only I knew how to use fantasy grounds, we could have killed a guy.
Next up is the William Doppelganger, who takes a couple of swings at Lucy.
Lucy.
The 13 will not hit. And
Big question is, will Lucy stay in the fight now that her enemy is gone? Her rival, I should say.
Takes 15 points of damage. You see Lucy gets kind of slammed. Her shoulder dislocates a little bit. And a little
Lucy.
bit of sparks shoot up. And then it turns to Bob.
Well, yeah, I think she's doing okay. And Selvin had called out for aid, did he not?
Help! Not doing great.
So I'll take my movement and go down there. And I'll go ahead and hit the. Would I be able to see if any of them have been getting hit, or would I not?
I mean, Selvin, you could just see like this weird armor that he's wearing is all dinged up, and there seems to be like electricity or what you've seen like lightning spells before and things like that. It seems like stuff like that is shooting out of the armor, so that looks banged up. Char looks relatively okay.
Okay. All right. So I'll just swing at the.
You were asking me about the doppelgangers.
The doppelgangers.
I'm
yeah,
sorry. I thought maybe you were going in to try to do a heal spell. But yeah, can you see like the condition dots on them?
What are those?
If you look in the
Like the
bottom right
red?
corner, the character token, you can see that's like their current state of health.
Oh, so
That'll
Okay.
give you kind of an idea. Like that one with the red dot is like he's got 1 hit point.
Oh, jeez. I'm trying to think what Victor went. Yeah, Victor would go for the kill. So sorry, Selvin. So
Oh, you're fine.
He's gonna take the warhammer and hit that one doppelganger 8 then.
And that'll hit. You can roll damage if it's fun, but he's dead. You got him.
Oh, it didn't. It didn't. There we go. Okay, so he's dead. And then just the one right in front of Victor, I'll hit again. 14 hit or no?
14 does hit. You're hitting Doppelganger 5?
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Yes, Doppelganger 5. So 14, and then yeah, I'm not gonna do a divine smite on him. So okay.
Very nice. You get the first blow on there. Warhammer kind of crushes into his muscle tissue and such. Next up, it's Char's turn.
So I'm going to try to strike at this guy with the same green flame blade.
A 17 will not hit sister. The sister.
Do I get
doppelganger.
the advantage you said before? Roll it
Oh
again.
yeah. Take advantage. You're in the dim light in the corridor.
Oh,
Wow,
you are
I-
just like perpetually cursed to have the same number for your shadow dagger. I don't know why.
So sister's like super armored up.
Yeah, sister is wearing, or the doppelganger that looks like sister is actually wearing his chain or scale
And-
mail.
Then I'll just like the same offhand, just like stab with the dagger, which of course does nothing.
So you're standing toe to toe with sister, kind of trading blows. Neither of you really
Stop
landing anything.
impersonating my colleague.
Back to
Got
the
enough
top.
social.
Back to the top is the one that looks like Malaron. Takes a swing. Gonna take a swing at Selvin. First one misses. Second one also misses. Jarl, it is your turn.
All right, Jarl is going to look at his at the potion and kind of go, all right. But first, he's going to take a deep breath and breathe out. And as he breathes out, he's going to use his let me see. It is called the. I should have had it up, huh? The wholeness of body. And as he breathes out, some of the scars kind of heal up around him. He's going to take 21 HP back because he's able to do that as a monk. And from there, he's still going to hold the the potion. I'm going to use it, I promise. And he's going to 5, 10, 15. And he's going to stand here at the moment and see where he's going to go his next turn. And that'll be the end of his turn.
All right. The one that looks like sister is going to continue to duel over here with Char. You manage to parry the blow. Both, you're just stalemate. This duel is happening on the southern end of the chamber. At a standstill. Number 5 is going to turn its attention off Selvin to try to deal with Bob, who's come into play here. A 23.
That's gonna hit.
10 points. You maintain
I'll
that
take-
shield of 5th. Oh,
I'll take his hit.
okay.
Yeah, you will.
So, Dave, go ahead on your character or on the combat tracker or wherever. Take 10 points back off of your wound.
Okay.
Gout of blood comes out my mouth. You know, it's been a while since I've seen our Dragonborn. Last one I saw was down in the Isle of Dread. You seem pretty cool.
A second time it hits you.
I can't stop
It
that one.
it strikes you once and kind of looks in disbelief as you show no damage from the strike.
Just bring that shit on already. What you got?
And you still got the Shield of Faith up, protecting Lucy. Now Barry goes. Barry's got the cleaver. Is going to try to swing at Selvin. 16 will miss. And that one. So this is the first time this happened tonight. On a natural 1, a d6 needs to be rolled. On a 5 or a 6, bad stuff happens. Oh, and he gets a 5. Barry, what you doing? Let's see
Is he
what
going
we
to do it
got.
when he automatically hits again?
I hope so.
No.
So As he goes to swing at you with the cleaver, you manage to like. I'm trying to think how this should go. Okay, the cleaver like hits into the metal, like in a place where there's already like some kind of serrated metal, and it gets like lodged in there. And he like goes in to reach to try to like pull out his weapon, and he reaches in and like kind of cuts himself and gets kind of tangled up in this serrated mess of metal, and he's trying to like bring himself free. So he's essentially restrained until the end of his next turn.
Nice.
All right. So Barry's all wrapped up. Doppelganger 9 is hanging out elsewhere. Lucy goes, takes a couple of swings at the William Doppelganger, hits for 9 points of damage. Second swing is a 23, dealing 6 points. And then it is Selvin's turn.
I'm just stuck on him. Like he's stuck on me. I guess like, and I'll just hold my flail and just start spinning like a helicopter. Off. And I'll take 2 strikes on him. Let's see. First attack.
And you get the critical.
Divine Smite, second level.
$40 points of damage to this poor sap.
Second attack.
Oh no, Barry.
Bonk.
Barry the chef goes down and reverts
Short-lived.
into this blue form. Reverts off of the form that he formerly was.
Blue Man Group.
Yep.
Sorry.
Mustache and all.
For some reason, I was singing Journey in my head, you know. Oh, Sherry, but it was Barry.
And then that will be my turn.
Now for Brother Burkle to save us.
So Barry's dead.
Yes, he's fallen to the ground and reverted back to the blue doppelganger form.
Not Barry.
So, Butterbrickle. Oh, man. So Lucy is fighting other people. I think Butterbrickle's gonna move in. So here. And he's gonna shoot into Doppelganger 5. Oh no.
Ooh,
no.
There's that nat 1. Roll me a
Ruh-roh.
d6.
Always exciting.
I've still got the table up. All right, you avoided
Everyone
that
take a
fate.
drink to that one.
I still the table up.
Oh. Shouldn't have moved. Should have stayed still.
Yeah, you had a good spot over there. All right. Next up is the doppelganger representing William. We'll go ahead and try to grapple Lucy.
You're putting on a good show up there of, animosity.
Mm-hmm.
Lucy needs to get a 16 and makes it. So doppelganger tries to grab her form, presumably maybe to bring her over their original trick of trying to at least deposit a couple of you down into the pit there. But Lucy doesn't budge, is able to hold him off. Next up is Bob.
So is Selvin's his armor is still like this is normal for him, like this lightning shooting out of it and stuff, or can I tell that he's injured bad?
That's pretty standard, I guess. I mean, I'm in pain, but I'm okay.
There's just
This
like
is how
blood
he
splatter
always
all
looks.
over his visor. Like
Okay, I'll.
There's just
windshield wipers are
continuous
trying to like flick it away.
Trying to keep. It's just like. And every time I take a hit, just another spot of blood comes out somewhere. I was like, I'm okay.
So do I just highlight his token and then just click lay a hands a whole shit ton of times, or what?
You
For my
could
action?
you could do that. What you do is like control click his token that'll target him,
Okay.
and then let's see. I think I did put on there like a really lazy lay of hands.
You got
thing.
paladin power lay of hands. It says heal 5.
Yeah, so you could do it like that, or
Just like that. So 5.
I can just manually do it if you want. You can tell me
So
how much
I
you're
would
gonna give.
do 20 points. I'll give him 20.
Thank you.
And then that's my action.
Char.
I'm going to continue in my assault against this false William, who is deserving of all animosity. Hopefully, I roll above a 10 on my second roll.
Your boss spell is going on.
Hey,
the
there it
southeast
is.
corner.
There we go. Finally, this guy's going to feel some pain.
Nice.
The boss spell continues in the southeast corner.
13.
All right, 13 points. He's like wheezing and huffing. I'm too old for this crap.
And then I just take a simple slash at him with my dagger for the last bit of indignity. And again, miss.
Yeah. But you landed a blow, and he kind of like recoils back and kind of gives you like a nod of respect. Like, okay, you got a point. No, he's going to try to get 2 on you.
Stop looking like my friend.
The one that is Maleron will take a couple of swings at Selvin. First one misses. Second one, a 25 to hit. 9 points. Turns it over to Jarl.
Jarl is going to see that we got quite a bit on that side. Oh, yeah. He's going to go and try to help Lucy. All right, Lucy. He's going to move right here.
As she
Man,
sees
he
you
is-
like come into view, she just like
Yeah.
turns her head and like instinctually says, I saw what you did back there. I didn't know that you liked yoga. We should talk about that.
Oh, yoga. Okay. Maybe later. Maybe later, Luce. We got a lot to talk about.
And she's like fighting him while her
Of
gaze
course,
is on you.
This has become the general thing of whenever they have these deep conversations. It's when they're in battle, like just beating people up or getting punched. So this is when he's going to attack with his blade. Let's go ahead and see. And now this guy I have to put in chat. Okay,
Yeah.
you got it. Did it do that? No, it didn't. Let me try it again.
That'll definitely hit.
Sweet.
13 points. That one, I don't remember. I gotta look up William. I don't think he had a great AC. Oh, I guess he did. Okay, that one will miss.
All right. Bonus action hit. Luce. Yeah, we gotta talk. You seem to always hook everyone's arm, and I'm kind of worried about. Boom! When he tries to punch him.
Has anyone else noticed how Tip is just not helping?
I know, what a dick.
Just hanging
He's
out.
busy in his book.
He's like,
I heard
seems
you
like you
guys
guys
do
got it.
Thanks,
I'm
Stip.
doing what I said I would do.
Thanks, Stip. Your vote of confidence is very appreciated.
Sister is gonna try to meet the moment. Gonna try to get a couple tags on Char. An 18.
Ooh, that'll hurt.
And that'll be 11 points. So add that on there. The second swing is going to be a 22.
That will also hit.
And that one for 7 points. And then next up is Doppelganger 5. Taking a swing at Bob or Victor. I don't know. 19 will hit. It looks like.
Yes, he's Victor right now, yes.
5 points. And the Shield of Faith. Unfortunately, when that
Failed.
one expires.
Would it be too late to say I was going to take that hit anyways? I was like the next one. All right.
Yeah, here's one you can take.
I'll take it.
10 points.
I'll take 10. Don't worry, Victor. Return the favor.
Doppelganger. Oh, that one's out of here. Lucy is taking a couple of swings while engaged in the conversation with Jarl, and she says, "Oh, I didn't know that bothered you so much, Jarl. I do that with all of my friends." And takes a swing, misses, and then a second swing. Ooh, she's a little distracted apparently by the conversation. Gonna drop a D6 for the net 1, and it's a 6.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
see, I think I just have to work on my confidence a bit, you know?
Ooh. Target gets an immediate attack, or you see the William thing while you're having a conversation, maybe, and sees the little shimmer of the Shield of Faith drop. Feels that maybe he's got a chance, and gets an immediate attack against Lucy. But it's a pretty weenie kind of hit. He just kind of like with the flat of the weapon that he's got a sword in hand, just kind of like bonks it on her metal. It doesn't cut into anything. That's her turn. Selvin, it is your turn.
I will bonk fake Malaron. First attack. That'll miss. Am I attacking myself?
No, we hear you, and I don't think that misses.
It
On
looks like
Malaron, it probably does.
it looks like you did try to attack yourself, but it would not have hit Malaron.
I will swing at Malaron this time. Ha!
Ooh, that'll hit.
That'll do it.
14 points. And okay, he is still up.
That's it.
Mr. Butterbrickle.
Mr. Butterbrickle is going to. I'm gonna go after Malaron, and hopefully, since I've stopped moving, I'll have a better chance of this, right?
Hopefully. You're still doing headstands.
That
Yeah.
will hit.
That might finish him off.
That will definitely
There
get the killing blow on Malaron. Arrow goes sailing into its forehead as its whole disguise just kind of melts away as he starts to unravel into that blue visage and drops to the ground.
Just so proud of myself.
All right. Next up is the William Doppelganger. Gonna take, again, a couple swings at well, I'm gonna make it a roll to see which way he goes. Now he's gonna turn his attention to Jarl.
Oh, hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, Luce, I think
A 21 will hit.
Ooh. Ow.
8 points. but then a nat 1. And he gets a 5, so we got to roll. There's a lot of fumbles happening. Reroll the attack, you lucky bastard.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
Love hurts.
And a 19 hits.
Ah.
9 points of damage.
Ow.
You get the sense the doppelganger can read minds. And he's like playing off of the fact that you guys are having this like little domestic dispute and like timing his hits just right as like one of you is like getting in the last word. Next up is Bob and or Victor.
All right, he's going to. Victor is going to go after this doppelganger number 5 somehow. That's not going to hit. Second attack.
Yes.
Ooh,
20.
there's a critical.
Divine Smite, second level.
Nice. Do it.
Do it now.
Yeah.
All right, I think it's this one here, and then this one.
Ooh.
That's a lot of dice.
Oh my goodness.
33 points.
Boom, boom,
Go ahead and tell us how you finished that one. He was at nearly full.
So we never said what Bob or Victor is. So Victor's about 7 foot tall, 373 pounds. So I think Victor would just get mad, grab the little doppelganger by the throat, and bring his hammer and just just turn him into pulp.
Blue mush just like kind of turns into kind of a jelly of sorts on the floor. And then we're back to the dueling fight that's happening with Char.
Char's going to scream out, "This is your last chance to surrender." But that doesn't mean he's not going to swing at him.
20.
Yes.
Oh,
Critical hit.
yeah. Nice.
The year of the crit.
Oh, what low
wow.
numbers.
Or the rounds of the crit.
Down to the crit table.
So
It's a little
Shadow
roll.
Blade passes through him, and you can see the kind of confident look on his face as he takes this damage is like beating into his psyche, and you see him kind of like twitching and quivering. He's kind of starting to flash back and forth from looking like sister to like going doppelganger and then back. Like he's not sure which way to go. You've broken his confidence.
I'm like, retire yourself and sit down. And I try to take the offhand dagger stab for his throat. No.
He manages to dodge out of the way of that particular one as we turn to Jarl's turn.
Dude, can't you see we're talking? Give us a second. And he's gonna go. He's gonna get a swing.
This is an AB conversation.
So see your way out of it. Yeah, this is an AT&T conversation. So sprint your way out of it, dude. Hits.
23 will hit. 11 points. All right.
He is going to now take an unarmed strike.
18 will hit.
He's going to put a little bit of key point on that, and he's going to try to push him back 15 feet. He has to beat a. He has to beat a DC 15.
Is that Dex?
Strength.
Strength?
Yeah.
Saving throw?
Yeah, actually, let me see. It is not 15. Let me see. Let me make sure it's right because I don't want it to be. He has to do, let's see, 3, 2. So, oh, I'm sorry. He has to 14.
He doesn't make the saving throw.
He gets pushed back 15 feet.
15 feet.
Yeah.
You see him. He goes like kind of like sailing forward comically, like legs straight out, arms straight out. Woo! He goes sailing backwards and goes flying into this pit. You see him like in a panic, like revert back to his like the blue doppelganger form and like try to like he like as he's falling like grabs hold of like the edge of the landing there, but not doesn't have any fingernails, nothing to grab hold of, and slides down to his doom potentially here. Yeah, he takes 12 points of damage, and you hear a splat right down with the cinnamon doppelganger. Likely, the bodies are piling up down there.
There's a lot of like blue jello going around in here. And for I will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And can I get a dart throw for... Actually, I think I have a spear still. Can I switch to my spear and throw it at sister? Or no?
You have a second attack.
Yeah,
You
I
could-
pretty
yeah.
much use that as a bonus action for my unarmed strike. And then I have a second attack still.
Yeah, if you got a second attack, go for it.
Okay. Throwing spear.
That will hit, and that's the one that looks like sister.
Yeah. I think that might be the last one. Let's see.
8
8 damage.
points. It is still up.
Angie, I can die.
It drops the sword and like puts its hands up.
Ooh.
And it says, well, you win. You win.
Since it's in front of me, do I have the ability to do anything to it? Just grab it by the throat and consult, say, you're going to tell us everything you know.
Okay. So you're kind of
what?
talking to it. We'll just run. Lucy just kind of comes over here by you, Jarl, and
Yeah.
she sees it's got its hands up. She kind of recognizes that she's not going to take any action directly. She's going to kind of wait to see what you all do. Selvin, it is your turn.
I will bind him. I was like, we accept your surrender, and then I'll just start getting out rope.
Okay. So anything that you all gonna basically accept his surrender?
Yes.
Y'all
will.
will accept it.
Okay. I'll take you out of initiative here as he accepts you tying him up. And he says, look, misunderstanding, okay? Well, clearly we didn't quite size you up quite right, but we heard you walking around with that fancy armor there. We figured maybe you had some of those power cells, those batteries.
You could have just asked us. I could have just given you some. I mean, it would have been that much of a problem.
Really?
You gotta push me down a hole. You gotta just push me down a hole for no reason. I literally have these. I don't even need them
Well,
really.
it was Barry's idea.
It was Barry's idea. Who's Barry?
And he
Talk to me
points
about
at
how
Oh,
do you know this place? How long have you been here?
we've been here about, I don't know, a couple weeks.
Have you seen those Vegapygmies?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen them north of here?
And he's got his hands bound or whatever. He kind of points to the south here. He says, he says, you hang south there. Hang to the right.
Yeah, we know those guys. You meant others.
It might strike you. It's possible he's talking about a different group. The group from the south just said north of them. And so based on your kind of spatial awareness, he might be talking about a second group.
Okay. What's
But
down the hole?
He says, honestly, we don't know. We haven't heard any noises down there, but there is a door at the bottom of the hole, but it's closed by a color door.
You and your people have any keys stashed away?
He says, look, and he says, if you just let me go get it, I could get you a violet key. We've got it stowed in one of those rooms that I just pointed you to.
Insight check. I
Go
want
ahead.
to trust him. I really do.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
But he shoved me down a hole, and that's not cool. I believe him.
Ouch.
I mean, heck, we could always go for more keys, right? I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to the idea, and he did acknowledge his surrender. I don't see what's wrong with that.
I think we're missing the important question, dudes. You know, I was going to come up very seriously and go, "Hey, can you make yourself look like me too?"
And he changes real quick and like identical to you. He says, "What's up, dude?"
Ah, cool, dude.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
See? Come on, let's like hang out. Let's team up. Yeah, we don't have to do this thing.
I think we do, dude. But you're looking a lot better now.
Right on.
Char stares him straight in the eyes and goes, if you turn into me, I'll kill myself. And I mean you.
That's very suspicious.
Whoa, it's blowing my mind. I won't do that, I guess. That sounds awful.
How it works, though, if you have like a twin, but the twin is also you, and then you kill your twin, are you killing yourself or are you killing the twin? The twin is you.
Whoever acts first wins.
If you
What's
kill
your
me
real
and
name,
I look
dude?
like you, are you gonna die a little bit inside? My real name?
Yeah.
And my real name is.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Now I gotta reproduce that every time you ask me.
Wouldn't you like to join our group? Come on, let's go.
Certainly think we need to follow this person and not let them just go on their own and then meet us back.
But look at him. He's so truthful looking.
I mean, he said he had a violet key somewhere, so I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to getting another key to open up those doors up there.
All right, well then let's go with him.
Go ahead and lead the way, dude.
So he kind of like heads over here to. You've got him. Like, tell me about like how have you tied him up?
The classic, like, cartoon style of just wrapping it around their body over and over and over again, and then one
Okay.
around the legs. So he's like hopping.
So he's like a little worm, like jumping up and down, like down the hallway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you coiled him up with like literally like the entire coil of 50 foot of rope, and
I don't know how to tie ropes, guys.
he hops over there and like butts his head against the button. The door opens up, and yeah.
I would assume we could all move with him, right? When he does that, are we okay to move with him, Alex?
Yeah, I assume you're like right on his heels, right? Like you're
Okay.
not letting him out, not letting him have 5 feet apart. So you just see like this room is just like another one of these like almost reminds you of like a inn cabin or an inn room or a cabin on a ship or something. A couple of like broken down, kind of strange looking beds, some like weird metal dressers and such. And he's kind of like pointing you over in the direction of one of the dressers, and he says, "In there is where we keep the key."
Are you sure, dude, that it's in that one?
I'm sure.
So why don't you
Well-
open it up for us?
Well, to be fair, he kind of really can't. His arms are kind of on his side. I'm
I'd
not
love
great
to
with
if
rope
you-
tying.
If you free me, I'll be happy to go over there and get it for you.
I mean, I can go get it.
Do you mind moving out of the way, dude, so that someone could go by, please?
Hop. Hop.
Not too
Well-
far.
Well, you don't seem that bad of a person after all. Maybe there's some hope for you yet, and I'll enter the room. And
Suddenly,
then
the
notice
other,
guy.
doppelganger
Oh, no!
just like
Yep.
starts like bolting, and like dashes down the hallway.
I don't remember that one.
I'm
No.
busy berating Chip.
There's
for not
there's like
partaking in
there's like a
last fight.
trail of blue gunk that is following him. As he's leaking out because he's pretty wounded.
Come
We'll
back.
just-
I have healing potions.
Is anybody gonna try to pursue him or do anything about him?
Can I just try and grab him as he's trying to run away?
Let's see. What's your passive perception?
Never mind.
If anyone has a passive perception of higher than 16, you may. be
Yeah,
able
I'm
to
definitely gonna
react.
pursue this guy. I
at
definitely don't
16.
trust these people, and I have 19.
Nice.
Go ahead. I'll let you take an action real quick, as if you were in an initiative.
All right, so I'm not gonna try to grab him. I'm gonna try to shoot him down.
Okay.
Cold-blooded, Butterbickle.
Do we have
I
to
mean-
go, Mr. Barbacle, do we have to go back to the extreme?
You
Oh, no.
hit.
All right, no sneak attack because he doesn't have a buddy near him.
No sneak attack. You hit him. 6 points. Arrow sticks in his back. He's still just like bolting down the hallway. So we'll hit a quick initiative here just to play this out and see what happens. Char, what would you like to be doing?
I'm going to spend my turn yelling down the hall at Tip, going, "It's a door, Tip. You could have walked away and fired a couple arrows."
He sends an arrow like flying like right by your head real quick. Like
I'm just waving my hands like, "What is it with you? Why are you so rigid?"
That's suspicious.
That was my turn.
actually, Tip probably wouldn't do that. That would have been like dangerous use of a firearm. Kind of. There's a bunch of code for how to properly keep your longbow in safety mode.
He would have only done it to demonstrate his inability to fire without walking away from the doorway, which therefore would have endangered the people he was protecting.
Selvin, it is your turn.
Should we be worried about him?
Dude, it's pronounced.
Sorry. Should we worry about
Oh.
him or?
He says, he's fine. He's cool.
Okay, I'll go in and grab. I'll go into the cupboard. You look for the key.
You open it up. There is actually like a key in there, a violet key card.
Oh.
So he wasn't
Yoink.
lying about that. So yeah, go ahead and add into your inventory. I didn't like create items for this. Just create an item, violet key card.
Sure.
Lucy is. Let's see, where is Jarl? She's just gonna be hanging out. Just kind of scanning around. She just like whispers, "Did you see what I did to that one that looked like cinnamon?"
Yeah. Were you enjoying it, or was it more of like a battle thing? Because
Totally a battle thing.
okay, dude, yeah, that's good. Don't take your aggression out even on people that look like people. Remember, we've talked about those breathing exercises that we might need to work on.
She says, okay. You can hear like there's like some gears or some kind of like humming like happening in like her brain area, and she says,
Smoke coming out.
"Understood."
Understand.
Now added to core memories.
Butterbrickle's in the
Doppelganger,
middle of it, just rolling his eyes.
Doppelganger 2, just kind of like hops once, twice, 3 times. And
It's
that's
when
where
I
he
was.
gets Doppelganger 9 is running 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He gets to right here, and suddenly you just hear this screeching sound, like you all like grab hold of your ears as you just hear this like high-pitched ringing that seems to be emanating from this hallway right here. And you can see like even this doppelganger kind of like gets blown back a little bit, like he shudders and like kind of shifts, almost gets like physically shifted from this like if this was a cartoon, like glass would be shattering. It's like that loud and that piercing and that wretched. But he does continue to run, and sorry, loading up, trying to reveal a little bit more here. It manages to duck out of sight around the corner. Victor, it is your turn. There's not necessarily anything like... Oh, I'm sorry, he's not there. Mr. Butterbrickle, what would you like to do?
So first of all, so I was facing Yarrow and Lucy, and did I notice any peculiar responses from Lucy? Like, did she not flinch at all when she heard that sound? Anything strange in her reaction?
She wouldn't really be reacting probably the same way that you all are. She's just like normal.
All right, so I'd like to
And it's like continuous, like it's still screeching.
So I want to approach number 2 and just kind of grab him by whatever I can grab him by and say, was that an ambush?
He says, no, it sucks. I can't move my arms to cover my ears. And he's just like kind of like banging his head against the wall a little bit because he's going nuts. He can't protect himself from the screeching.
So, oops, I moved Lucy. So, I would like to kind of just take him nicely down to the ground so that he's not able to even hop away. He's like forced
one
to.
finger, push him over.
Yep.
He falls.
Just so he can't. Just so I feel a little bit better about him not running away while we check out what's going on down this hallway.
All
But
right.
we actually should check out Violet Doors, right?
Yeah, so it sounds like you're not pursuing the other one that's running down the hall.
No.
So we take you out of initiative. The guy that's on the ground is just like inchworming his way across the floor now. What would you all like to do?
Maybe we should check out those violet doors. Maybe we could find another thing. Luce, how does it go? The violet, does that open the other doors, or hey, you stay there, dude. Don't move. No, other way, dude.
I think it's also. I thought you said it was.
She says the violet keys or for technicians. People
Can
that need-
technicians get in police doors to do technical work?
She says, no, they're at a lower clearance.
Alex, out of character, did we see some violet doorways between the commander's office and here?
Yeah, actually, like a lot of these are violet doors. I'll use Lucy as my cursor. Just these ones up here are violet. And the hallway where you're at, all of the doors on the right-hand side are violet.
All right.
All right, Gizzard. Tell me, Have you ever used that key to open these doors? What's behind them?
He's like inchwormed his way into the corner here, and he's
Hold
just
on,
like,
guys.
Yes,
You've had this key.
Oh, hi, hi.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? Hey, man. Yeah, we used them. We used them.
What's behind the doors?
You know, just like mostly bedrooms and living quarters.
I don't know. You know you're going in first when we open the door, so tell us honest. We open the door, we throw you in.
I'm telling the truth.
Guys, I don't think we need to interrogate him like this. I'm just gonna put my hands over his ears.
Thank you.
See,
You still hear the
kindness can go
piercing.
such a long way. Yep. Just a little more kindness. It's all he needs. There's good at him yet.
Thank you.
Kindness will be when we don't throw him in, but he doesn't need to know that.
We're not really gonna do that, though, are we?
Mm-hmm.
Bob.
Victor and Bob are arguing with each other right now because Victor wants to take a warhammer to the. I just want to hit him, Bob. Why can't I? Oh goodness, dear Victor, you got to keep the calm. You know, we got to please the Bahamut, dear guy. Oh,
Yeah, we like Bob.
come on, Bob. I want to crush the skulls of my enemies, flatten them.
No, Bob. Listen to Bob.
I casually slip an arm around and say, come on, pal, we're going to take your key and go to the first door. And I kind of help him hop over towards the main double door in the center.
If
All
you
right.
want, I could just carry him.
No, I want him to feel like he's part of the team.
Are you part of the
Now.
team? Do you want to be part of the team?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
You know, you
really?
earn your way onto the team.
I'm gonna do an
Going
insight
in
check while we're doing that,
first.
just so that I could see. because,
Okay,
you know, I
go
really
for it.
hope that wants to be really part of the team.
I'm just pretty sure that he's a pretty nice guy.
Excuse me.
Do we have that right? I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. It's
No, it's
right. No, it's fuck.
I think it's
Yeah,
more
you
guttural,
got
know,
it.
like,
You
more from
got
the-
it.
More from
See?
the back of the throat, I think.
I'm gonna call you a lot of names if you survive this.
all right. I
don't
can use a few
survive it.
more. You're gonna survive. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I'll be 100% honest with you. You want to know what's behind these doors? The people that we were impersonating.
So
What?
that's pretty important information, my friend.
I immediately go to the doors. Sorry, this may hurt a little. And key card.
Okay, so inside you see Cinnamon. I don't know. You open like up all the doors at some point, and
Yeah.
you see Cinnamon. You see William. You see Maleron. You see Sister, and then you find like this dwarf who's like in this like chef's outfit. Who's also they're all like bound and gagged.
Barry.
Barry?
Hey, Jarl, keep Lucy out of the room.
Oh, she's down there. Lucy, don't go. You could just ask her. I'm sure she won't go in there.
Does
And then,
someone have a knife? I don't use knives.
Are they conscious? Are they staring at us?
Yeah. They're kind of like what you've done with here.
So I walk over to Maleron.
With who, Alex?
Maleron, I'm really sorry to do this, but there's really only one way to know. And I grab his hand and I slice off the tip of his middle finger.
Whoa!
Glue.
Whoa.
I'll take the pain.
What's going on?
I don't think we need to go that far. No. Stop. Ah, my finger.
Doppelganger by
And I
Victor
hold
and
it
Bob right
in
now.
front of me and look, does it turn into purple goo like they did?
I think Dawson's character just took the blow with his ability.
Dude, just ask them.
Here, I
Don't
got
do
this.
that!
Hey, Maleron, what's the best offense?
we'll see you take 5 points of damage as you take the
Okay.
pain before the the finger gets removed. And Maleron is just like, Char, it's me. It's me. Like, how about you ask me a question? Like
They
something.
read our minds. They know what we
Hey.
think.
I got this. Hey, Maleron, what's your favorite battle strategy?
Oh, and he's like, that's simple. And I can actually answer this because he sent me like what he should do if it came to that. And he says, "Oh, Beacon of Hope. Uh, I like casting like max healing on everyone all the time. Dodge action."
It's him. I believe him.
He says it exactly like that. Dodge action.
What's a dodge action?
Well, it's when you know when like I step side to side, but then like I kind of like
Oh yeah, with your
quickly,
fists up like this, and you just
fake
say
him
you're
out.
gonna get right in their face.
Yeah.
Dodge action.
I say we leave them tied up until we have a better chance to escort them out.
I don't. Here. Hey,
I-
Tip.
Yes. From down the hall.
Could you help us help them? I'm not good with words. I'm sorry. Can you help me untie them?
And Tip, of course, hearing that there's people that need help, begins to untie them, help them out, all the while giving you some pretty direct criticism and critique about your battle from earlier, about how you kind of spread out your attacks. You were kind of spreading the damage out a little too wide, like you could have more surgically like dealt with the main threats and all that. But yes, gets all these your friends like untied, including Barry the dwarf, who's I guess not a friend, just a stranger, wearing a cook's outfit. And he says, hello, my name is Barry, and I'm very happy that you have found me here. It was scary for a bit.
Hey, Barry. It's good that we found you too. The other.
Are you from the Keep on the Borderlands? Or are you just here?
I'm going to keep on Borderlands from Emirates of Ularum, very far out east, but big trouble on the road. I got caught up with a big, I think you found the guy, many guy, blue guy.
We did?
The toad.
He's just kind of looking around at all the blue like bodies and mush around the room. He's like, these people here, they take me, and they take my money and take my things.
You guys took their money?
Oh, that reminds me. And I'm going to run back towards where Doppelganger Barry is, pick up his meat cleaver. and run
You
back.
found my cleaver. That's so good. My very good cutlery from very far east.
Did you just say it was Barry good cutlery?
Very good, yeah.
Thunderbird, what do you know about this? Can we trust him?
Well,
Sorry, mute.
Would you?
I don't know this guy. He's good. He looks like a chef. I don't know. I guess I'd have to see his skill with that knife.
Oh,
You
of
could
course.
cut up some of the corpses.
And boy, are we hungry. Did it.
Cooking
says-
montage.
Does anybody have any maybe a fresh tomato or onion? I'm very good with the onion.
I have this dried banana.
Okay, I can do. I got some. I have like moderate skill with the banana, so hand it over. And he
It's
starts
just a
like
banana.
he starts like cutting it up and like he makes it like into art. Like he says, "No, of course, if I had the ice cream, do a little something with that and some chocolate and and he starts like, describing like this dish that he would make and he says, but you can see pretty good with the knife. So it is a me, I'm Barry.
I trust you.
Well, I think this is spectacular. We got and Barry here, and then we could break bread and forge new relationships with each other.
Oh, you got the
So-
bread. Why didn't you say that?
No, it's an expression, Barry. You know, you never heard of breaking. Okay. Well,
Barry, you ever think about getting revenge on those who took you?
No, I have no hate in my heart. I am just a chef. If anything, food bring people together, and so that's what my whole mission in life is to have a big banquet and bring enemies of foreign nations together, and so much character development for Barry. Yeah,
Wow.
What do you think about that? You think you can maybe become better friends with this guy you tried to harm before?
look, and he goes to face the doppelganger. He's like, you hurt me. You hurt me very bad. You know, you don't know me. I don't know you. You try to take all my stuff. You take my knife. This is no good. But I can forgive you because that is the right thing to do. Yeah?
see,
No?
It's the right thing to do, Barry.
see, and Barry, redemption is a possibility.
Yeah.
Barry,
Hold on. Hey, sure, he's got some skill with a knife, but who would use a banana that old for ice cream? Clearly, that is banana bread style banana. When it gets too ripe, it's for banana bread. Jeez, I could never
Yeah.
imagine using a banana that ripe in with ice cream. Oh,
If it's
That's
any
the butter
consolation for
brickle
you
I
two,
know.
I mean, it's not actually like a full-on banana. It's just like a dried banana because it's part of my rations. I don't really eat good stuff. It's just dried fruit.
a dried banana on ice cream? It's a pathetic attempt.
it looks really good to me, guys.
I like the
pretty
crunch
hungry.
of it.
You can see
Barry,
he starts to cry. He's like, I am so sorry. I did not live up to expectation of the butter
no, it
brickle.
does look
Oh,
good.
it's okay.
Stop it, guys.
okay,
It's
Barry.
fine.
It looks spectacular, but it's a dried banana.
Good to have
Barry,
you back, Butterbrickle.
I have heard
It's a
this
little
name Butter
culture.
Brickle long and far, and I have always wanted to live up to the legacy, the legend of Butter Brickle.
Mr. Butterbrickle.
Mr. Butter Brickle! He starts weeping. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have offended.
Barry, no. I have a question, dude. You say that I agree. Food does bring all different types of peoples and humanoids and creatures together. You think maybe, Barry, just maybe we're on a quest from the southern tribe of the veggie pygmies to the northern tribe, and we're trying to bring peace. Do you think if this little note that Lucy has fails, maybe your food might bring them together?
No problem. I would be happy to help in this effort of yours, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, have you met the little veggie men?
The veggie men.
Vegemites?
The
Veggie people?
Vegemites.
The Vegemites?
We have actually. They're big friends of. Oh, yeah, that's right. Our buddies. Yeah, they're big friends of our buddies that are locked in that other room there.
Oh, let us go then. Maybe we find them.
Okay. How about you? Have we
Man.
warmed your heart, dude? Enough?
He shakes his head. Yes, wherever you want. I'll hop wherever you need.
I don't think you'll need to be necessarily tied up anymore. I'm just gonna start slowly unraveling him from his, just
He's-
spinning him in a circle, holding the rope.
Sigh of relief. Sigh of relief.
After Selvin's done with that, Bob's gonna grab him and just throw him over his shoulder, and then he's gonna go eat the banana creation that Barry created. Oh,
Barry's
yeah, there,
like-
guy, this is great.
Oh, wonderful.
I was really hungry after that, there, guy. This really hit the spot. I could taste like the pumpkin spice in that banana, even though it wasn't in there.
When we get home, I cook meal just for you.
Oh yeah, I could use a lot of them, not just one,
Barry.
Yeah, I see that.
Any
Maybe-
any chef, a chef with any prestige would be at least called Chef Barry. Don't
Mr.
piss in my
Butter-
pot and call it broth.
Mr.
What?
Butterbrickle,
Why are you so mean to me?
Why are you being mean to him, dude?
Mr. Butterbeckle's a professional. This other guy's some sort of rube.
Just silently
I
crying.
think it's time we leave them to their own devices.
Dumping carrots into a sailor's broth does not make you a chef.
Jeez, Mr.
That's kind of that's really mean.
This is the most riled up I've ever seen you, dude.
All I remember last time I had a conversation with you, you just kept complaining about your suit on the island, and now you're just like in your element, and now you're like really mean to people.
Mr. Butterberkle, I have your back 1,000%. Let's leave these amateurs behind to dice with their horribly unsharp knives and stale donuts.
Mr. Butterbrickle, give me a intimidation check.
Oh, Mr.
I would love to.
Butterbrickle. Why?
Mr.
love to.
Butterbrickle. Shows
Do
no
I still put
mercy.
it hanging over the guy, or there's no Barry out here, is there?
Oh, it's just throwing in. It's just a skill check. So, I guess it's an aggressive skill check, but
Yeah. Why doesn't it do the thing? Only records which you can own can be shared. What? Intimidation. Oh, here we go. Yeah. No.
Oh no!
so Barry is like, no, I will not not let you ruin me. You are a 2-bit butler. So
not
fuck
nice
are you?
2-bit butler.
Guys, please, we don't have such hostilities. We're all friends here. You're a butler. You're a head chef. We all can collaborate together, and you have a performance like no one's ever seen. And we can have a fantastic feast of the veggie pygmies. We can all get along. We can have a nice little meeting with the two tribes coming all together as friends. It'll be great.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm gonna. Can I help him out
Me?
a bit? I'm gonna be like, come on, dudes.
Yeah,
Who's
yeah,
making a
yeah.
persuasion check?
I think it sounds like Selvin, with the aid of Jarl, would like to kind of smooth things over. It's getting a little heated. So 13. I'm gonna see.
Just think about it. It could be a lovely experience for everybody.
He says, no, I will not have my professional reputation besmirched like this by this Butterbrickle. I'm going home. I wish to go home.
I think you can only settle this with a duel.
No, we don't have to do that.
Mr. Butterbrickle.
A cook-off too.
He says he
A cook
points.
too?
He
I'm
points.
hungry, dude.
He points at Butterbrickle. He says, "If I ever see you again, we will have a cook-off, like this world has never seen." Good day.
10 feet.
And he's gonna start moving. Barry's gonna start like moving down south.
Careful, that way it's another doppelganger.
Hold on, dude.
Oh goodness, dear guy, you don't want to go that way. Hey, I know you're
Barry-
pissed off and stuff, but hey, come on back here, dear guy.
It's no loss based on his cooking repertoire.
Mr.
Hey.
Butterbrickle is still just muttering to himself. I've been here for days. I haven't seen anyone eat a goddamn thing around here. Fucking chef.
And moments after he leaves, again the shrieking like picks up again. This piercing shrieking. And you hear from down the hallway, "Oh shit!"
No, we told you, dude.
Must be someone choking on his cooking.
What is that, dude?
And Lucy like moves down there and she's looking down the hallway and she says, head swivels, looks at you, Jarl, and says, Jarl, honey,
Yeah.
those
Honey.
veggie people you were looking for, they're currently stabbing your friend.
Oh
I go. I run. Barry.
So like you're running like down there and you could see like maybe stabbing wasn't the right word, but you see like all these veggie pygmies like came and like swarmed him, like they're clinging to him, and some of them like ants have like picked him up and like carried him down this hallway to the west here. So right where that arrow is, that's the hallway where like Barry got hauled away.
Oh no.
Hey Lucy, I think it's time for your message skills to come into play here. Let's go. Clunk, 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 clunk.
So we're gonna open up some areas of the hallway here. Might get a little clunky on the fantasy grounds as that happens. Let's see. Do I have a? I gotta put a Barry NPC out here. Do I have chef? No. Commoner, I guess, is where we'll go with that.
Maybe you should use the steaming bowl of shit with the spoon wilting off the side.
What? Jeez. In character much?
Jesus.
Hey Lucy, how do you say we come in peace in vegetable people language?
Lucy says, well, as you know, I don't speak the veggie pygmy language. And you may recall she didn't actually know their language. You communicated with them because Cinnamon had a spell scroll of tongues. And actually, Lucy herself just recorded a message from them to deliver.
And Alex, you're saying that
Yeah.
bubbly area with the grape-looking design is where we saw the veggie pygmies come from?
Yeah, you saw them drag the drag Barry down that hallway, like through this. It kind of looks like, I'll give you the description in just a second. I'm just trying to like set up what's happening down there. So feel free to move your tokens like down to the opening of the hallway.
Char's going to scream out, "Onward, allies! Let's burn the enemy!" as he runs forward.
I prefer we not do that.
Oh,
We're here
gosh.
for redemption purposes.
You're coming too, dude. Come on.
They've taken Barry.
I pulled my character right off the map. Oh, there we go.
Did you want Bob to do like a strength check to carry the doppelganger? Like Bob's got him, but if anyone's not around him, Victor's gonna be like, if you move, I'll cut your goddamn throat.
So you'll be
I did not hear
so
that.
so the consequence of bringing him down like that will be like you can definitely carry him, but he's going to slow you down. So you'd be
Yeah,
like
half movement.
you'd be at like the halfway mark of that hallway as the action's picking up.
Could I do like an intimidation or something with Victor? Because Victor will be like, I'm going to kill you if you move.
Oh, like see if you can like convince him like he's so scared that he'll just stay down there.
No, he'll just stay still on my shoulder.
Oh, okay. If he's on your shoulder, like he probably can't really do too much. You've got
Okay.
him, right? So,
All right.
yeah. So move him. We'll say I'll put you where I think like you'll be able to get to with him. We'll say like you're like right here, and I left him intentionally back out because in case you wanted to do that. Okay, so right here. I'm going to hit initiative and then give you kind of a description of what you see down this hallway. This corridor, it looks like much different than the other corridors you've been in that there's like actually organic growth here. Clinging to the metal of the walls and even the ceiling itself are these large mushrooms that are kind of sprouting off vegetable matter growing. It's much more prevalent on the floor. It almost seems like there's like soil and decomposed vegetable matter that has been built up on the floor here, and that's where these big bulbous mushrooms are growing. And you can see tiny little mouths on the mushrooms are screaming and emitting that kind of alert. Down the hall, past the growth that you see there on the map, just a swarm of these veggie pygmies, and we'll throw up the image of what those folk look like. But they are swarming the dwarf that is Barry the chef. And they're just kind of like, some of them in the back like have spears and they're kind of like poking at him, and some of them are actively like gnawing on bits and pieces of his flesh like all over, and he's just like, it's almost like a zombie movie but with these weird vegetable creatures, and he's just like, no, like reaching up.
Am I wrong that these look much more dangerous than the last ones we saw?
I think it's the same image.
They're the same.
They look cuter on the music video is what.
Yeah, they're just not singing.
They're not singing. Yeah. And hey, the Southern Tribe warned you that these guys are like, they were telling you they're dangerous and they're not civilized at all, as if the Southern Tribe was like the elite ones, or they saw themselves as higher than. Mr. Butterbrickle, you were up first. What would you like to do?
So, I'm going to step in here and take a peek. Oh, yep, I guess I'm going by the mushrooms. No, I'm not gonna go by the mushrooms. So I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna approach Lucy, and I'm going to tell her, I believe it's time to relay that message that you have for them. I'll stand guard. And I draw my bow.
Right.
Can I set an action or whatever?
You want to ready in action?
Ready in action. That's what I'm gonna do.
What would you like to ready?
I'm gonna ready shooting at Veggie Pygmy 5.
And what is the trigger?
Them being hostile towards Lucy.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you can do that. Barry is just like calling out. He's like, "Hey guys, I know you don't like my cooking, but maybe help." And then it is Selvin's turn.
I'm going to holster my shield and flail, walk in front of Butterbrickle. Excuse me. Oh, hello? We come in peace, I guess. I don't know how to speak it, but hey, we're pretty cool guys. We have a cool message for you. I know this is not working, but I'm really trying my best here. And I'm going to look as welcoming as I can for a Dragonborn full-on power armor.
Give me just a charisma check.
Very charismatic. Guys, I have inspiration from like 2 sessions ago. Can I use that here or no?
If you've got an inspiration marked on your sheet, then you still have retained it. Yeah, you could use it.
I would like to use it here, please.
I'll say
guys,
go for
I
it
promise
on
this is great. Oh my goodness.
So you can see they all see you, and they look up, and a number of them are starting to move towards you. Like the ones with the spears are ready, and you can hear them like,
guys, I think they got my message.
They're calling out.
I think they want to be friends.
Lucy moves down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And her mouth drops open, and like this voice that is not hers just starts like playing this recording. It sounds like Cinnamon talking. And then it shifts into the voice of, because she just did like a recording of like what they were saying. And it shifts into some kind of veggie pygmy language, and they seem to be listening to her. I guess what we'll have her do is just a charisma check. So she's playing this recording. The problem is, it doesn't seem like any of them are really looking at her or paying her any mind. They're all looking at the power armor man.
Oh shit!
At the far end of the hall. Jarl, it is your turn.
Jarl's going to step in front of Selvin and go like this, and then point at Lucy. Listen to her. Listen to her.
Let's see. Charisma check.
Let's see. I guess charisma. Oh, charisma check, like the actual skill.
Just like a straight ability.
Oh boy.
You're super charismatic.
Huh?
You feel like you were close. Like some of them are kind of looking at you and looking at Lucy, but there a couple of them that seem to be like the leaders in the back are consulting, and they seem to be like urging, like no, and they're pointing at the big guy. The doppelganger is just on the shoulders of Victor. Char.
So
Oh no.
I'm gonna try and do an insight check to see if I can read what I think is happening here.
There is something. It seems like there is something that they find very offensive about the man in the power armor. Like they're sort of ceasing to even like attack or eat this poor chef. They're not looking at Lucy. Their all eyes are starting to coalesce on your friend Selvin in the power armor.
Well, I don't like the way that makes me feel about what's going on. I don't like these guys in general. I'm just gonna try and, kind of throw a little wet blanket on them.
Oh no.
No. No.
And I'm gonna drop a tidal wave right down the hallway in front of Lucy. Knock them down. Let them know we mean business. We're here to negotiate. I don't need any fancy, crazy talk.
This is a message of peace.
This is not how negotiations work, though.
I love it, though.
This is the exact
I love
opposite
it.
of what you want. You don't just shoot someone in the leg and say, "Hey, we're here to talk peace." Oh no!
So just so you know, if you do that, the way that you're saying, it'll hit the chef.
I wasn't a big fan of his anyway.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
we didn't like him anyway.
I just didn't want it to be a gotcha.
No.
Yeah.
All
I mean,
right, so
there's casualties in war.
you can basically 5, 10. You can. I'll let you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Basically, you can get everything within this box here. So basically, everything in between there. So excluding 6 and 7 in the back.
Okay. So just in case a wave of water suddenly appears right in front of Lucy. It's about 10 feet wide, so it fills the whole hallway, and it's 10 feet tall, so it's above everything's head. And it comes crashing down on all of them.
So I don't see Barry in there.
Oh, did I miss him?
There
Should be in
he
there now.
is. All right, let her rip.
I'm going to roll damage first, and then the effect?
There's a saving throw first, right? Or no?
Yeah.
So yeah, hit the saving throw.
I maybe end up rolling the damage anyway first. I'm sorry. Let me try the save.
Oh my god! You killed everybody.
Oh yeah, like let's hold up because it won't be able to work reverse like that. So I gotta reverse that damage. Like it probably won't matter for many of these, but the elites could potentially survive it. So
I got to roll the save first.
yeah, just give me a second as I pull that damage off.
Oh, sorry. I think I may have hit it.
That's okay. The save that'll be okay. Hit the damage now.
There's no way to, once you've touched the button, there's no way to untouch it.
So tidal wave goes down, and like smacks, and like most of these things kind of break apart, and like their little bodies are just like pulled together by like, you know, plant materials. So they get hit with this force. Like many of them just like kind of break away and just become debris. Barry is just like head goes smacking on the pavement, and he's out. You know, his skull is crushed, and they just wash away down the hallway there.
It's a better
Who's
death than
laughing?
being eaten by fungus.
Who's laughing right now?
This is the exact opposite of the plan.
So listen now.
You killed everyone. What do you mean? This is not
Victor.
part of the plan.
It is your turn.
Do I hear what's going on there?
It sounds like there's like some controversy happening with the planning and action. Yeah, you hear it all.
Okay, so I got the doppelganger on my shoulder. I'm just keep walking. Oh goodness, it sounds like a great time down here, guys. I'll be right there. Hey, you shut your mouth, all right? You just behave, okay?
Okay, man. Doing his best, Jarl. As are you gonna keep moving down the hallway?
Yeah, as much as I can.
Okay, so yeah, you got like half speed as long as you're carrying him. So
Yeah, yep.
all right. The veggie
half speed,
pygmies.
Sorry,
Oh, go ahead.
15 feet, right?
Yep, and then like you could dash if you wanted to use your action to dash and.
Okay, I'll get up to Mr. Butters and be like, "Hey there, Mr. Mr. Butters guy. What's I heard some good times going on down here, eh?"
Sorry. Yes, it was slightly escalated, but you know, we are here to help the southern Vegapygmies.
Well, all right. Sounds good to me.
The veggie pygmies are going now. You just see like veggie pygmy number 2 here is moving forward, moves to here, has like grabs like a rock off of the ground and like uses its like the fiber of its hands to like propel it back like a slingshot, and is shooting a rock down the hallway towards the power armor. And that's probably, I'm sure, a miss. 18 is a miss. Number 6, same
Damn,
thing. Like
18's a miss.
moves down here, slingshot down the hallway. 15 will miss. Number 9 from around the corner gets to right here, does the same thing. They're just shooting these rocks down the hall. Oh, one hits. It's gonna do a whopping 3 points of damage. And then these ones go. And this one looks a little bit different than the first two that cropped up around the corner here. This one's slightly larger. I mean, the original ones here are probably barely 3 feet, if that. These ones are probably more like halfling, like true halfling size. It's got kind of this jury-rigged spear in its hand, but it also grabs a rock off of the ground and tries to send it sailing down towards you. Misses. And the next one from around the corner, same thing. They're just hurling the rocks down the hallway. Ooh, a 22 hits. They're just kind of banging up the power armor, 4 points. And we are back to the top with Mr. Butterbrickle.
So I think Mr. Butterbrickle was definitely on the same page with Char. It's a little taking the gas, but it also, we are here to help the southern people. A brokering peace was one idea, but I feel like things are already in motion. So I'm gonna come up to 3. Oh, what is my movement
He's through superior firepower.
here? So I'm gonna come here, and I'm gonna say. So Lucy can't speak their language. Lucy just has a message in their language, right? Did she ever learn how to speak their language?
She's just playing a recording.
Yeah.
It's like Mars Attacks, right? Where they're like, we are not here to hurt you. Don't worry. Like everything's okay.
Over and over.
Yeah. And what you're getting is like she doesn't have their attention. Like they're not paying attention to her.
Oh.
Selvin ruined it for all of us.
So again, I'm
I can
gonna.
redeem myself.
So I also am like just not a fan of this whole Vegapygmy storyline. Anyways, I mean, me personally, I love it, but Butterbrickle, he's more interested in saving Rorik. So, I'm going to draw my bow on Vegapygmy 6 again, and I'm going to. My trigger is going to be attacking any of my party, including Lucy. But I'm trying to get Lucy to relay the message. Lucy, speak quickly. Keep telling them the message until they calm down.
Okay.
Even though Char just killed a bunch of their friends.
I cleaned them.
Okay, so just so I got it, Chris, your action, what you want to be your action is to ready an action to attack one of them if they attack back?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So now I can't just be like, if any one of them, right? I have to choose like which guy has to do the trigger.
No, not necessarily. If you want to say like if the first one that attacks one of my friends, I want to fire back at them,
Okay.
like you could do that.
All right.
All right, Selvin, it is your turn.
I will take off the helmet. I will drop my shield. I will drop my flail. I'll go up to the front line, get on my knees, arms behind my head, and crouch down.
Okay.
We don't need to kill them. So I'm sure I am surrendering.
But I got you covered if we need to.
Sounds good.
Please don't. Please don't.
Just in case.
On my knees, hands behind my head, not threatening in any capacity. I'm showing surrender.
Okay, so you do that. It becomes Lucy's turn. She's delivering the message. Let's see, did a roll go? No, it didn't. Okay. Oh, you see this message. You see that they're looking at you kind of, Selvin, but then all of a sudden all their little heads snap back and they're looking at her. And it seems like she's the thing that has their attention now. Jarl, it is your turn.
Good. While he has their attention, he's going to go up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If I move, I can't do, well, I can't even move through them, huh? Where's Barry?
He's dead.
He's
dead.
He's looking pretty brutalized, on the floor back here.
I'm gonna try to
He
make
might be okay.
Barry.
He might be okay.
Barry. And he has his little the healing potion in his hand.
Okay. So what you want is to get over there to him. So
Yeah.
the veggie pygmies are an obstacle. And they're not, There's no excuse me, pardon me. You know, that's
Can
probably
I
not going to
bonus
work.
action
You're going to have
disengage?
to.
Not through
Yeah.
because I can't get by him though, huh?
I'm gonna have you do a skill check of some kind.
Okay.
How would you like to? Is it a flying leap over them? Are you just trying to bowl through them and like
Definitely,
bull rush through them?
definitely flying leap, and we're not gonna bulldoze anything.
Give me an acrobatics check.
All right, let's see. 17.
Okay, no problem. You manage to long jump over there and get right next to Barry the dwarf. You got the healing potion. The issue here is he's an NPC. He hit the ground hard. So
Right.
administering this healing potion isn't going to be maybe quite enough to stabilize him. He's going to need like some actual medical care that you'd have to provide.
Okay.
Give me a medicine check.
Yes.
You nail it. Like you get there right in time. Provide some CPR, enough to get him breathing again, that you can administer this healing potion. So go ahead and use the healing potion, and he
Water
comes
cooler
back.
it down.
And no matter what it is, he'll recover his 4 hit points that he has.
All right.
And he's just like, oh, hello, it's you.
Hey, dude, you okay?
My head, it hurts so much. I hit the ground, but I was being eaten, and oh, they're gone.
Apparently. All right. He's gonna that'll be the end of his turn.
Is just wiggling a little bit on the shoulder of Victor, and he says, "You're not planning on like swinging me as a weapon or anything like that, or using my head as a battering ram? That'd be uncouth. Please don't do that."
Oh gosh, Dirk guy, what you think I am? You know, like an animal or something, there, or no?
No, I don't think that.
Yeah, see, yeah, I won't swing you like that. No, just don't move and don't do anything bad, there, guy.
Okay. Oh, I know I sound like you.
Okay.
He takes
he's
on
transferring. He's slowly he's slowly changing.
Getting the accent there, huh? Oh
starts
yeah,
to get a little heavier.
it's a little addictive.
Char, it is your turn.
They're still standing, huh? No, just kidding.
Oh, jeez.
Now that I feel I've reduced their numbers and give them a lesson in what needs to be known about negotiating, I'm going to hit them with one more shot of something they may find a little bit more appealing. Calm emotions.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Should have did that first.
My thing is, I just remembered that the redemption.
All right, now calm down.
Do that.
The redemption paladin also has that spell. I forgot I have it too.
Apparently didn't get the 5th one in that.
Oh,
I think the mid-
we'll
They
just
paid me 8, 6.
I'll
Seen a
roll.
miss 3.
I'll just roll one. I think it's a what? Wisdom? No, charisma save.
Charisma, DC 15.
Okay, he makes it. So 2 failed, 3 succeed.
Okay.
So a couple of them just seem like a little less agitated, like those little sling things that they were doing, like they kind of completely dropped those. The other ones are like they're looking at Lucy, and so they still got their like weapons up, but they're not like actively rushing her, or like they're just like kind of bobbing their heads like back and forth, like they're listening and considering what she's saying.
I don't use that spell. It doesn't always work.
Victor.
Oh yeah, there, guy. How you doing over here? Where's everybody else? Oh crap, they're all down there, huh? Oh, why is everything wet? Did the ceiling, the rain come down or what there, guy?
A little bit of a magic.
Oh, the magic, eh? The magic man. He'll just take his regular movement down the hallway and see everyone.
Does that mean you've left me with the doppelganger?
No, he's still on the shoulder.
Okay.
I can't move
It's
him.
probably a smart decision.
No one's gonna leave you with anything now.
Yeah. Well, Victor might want, Victor.
Oh yeah.
Victor would, but.
So a door opens down the hallway, and
Ugh.
a huge ton of veggie pygmies come rushing out, and they're just kind of like in like a a pack, like almost like hive mind like, and they also like get immediately hostile as soon as they see that armor. And they just start like pulling it apart and like ripping it to shreds. Like, they're like ripping it, stabbing at it with their weapons. They're just like pulling at cords. Oil is leaking everywhere. One of them like grabs the battery pack like off the back or wherever it is and like chucks it down the hallway. And Sullivan.
But and I are cool, right? He's not attacking us.
Oh, the doppelganger? I think he's. Sorry, I didn't move him. I guess he'd still be on the shoulder of Victor. But the veggie pygmies are just swarm this like the power armor, and Selvin, maybe a little tear runs down your eyes. You see that beautiful suit just get ripped apart. But once they're done with that, they kind of seem like they also like start to listen to Lucy.
I'm going to delete the power armor from my inventory now.
Oh.
It's okay. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Oh, I got a tear.
So we
good.
run through that.
My
Question for the
fastest
party.
now 10.
Question for the party at this point. Are you going to continue to take any aggressive actions against the veggie pygmies?
I assume that's only to me.
I was gonna say there's only one person you really have to ask.
Or,
Okay.
or if they attack any of the party members, then Victor would come out.
Yeah. Okay. They don't do that unless provoked at this point, because Lucy, it seems like, maybe has gotten the record. Now that the power armor is out of sight, and like this message that Lucy is playing has looped a couple of times now. They all kind of gather around her and are listening. And then, at one point, there are other veggie pygmies that are kind of swarming out of different rooms here. Like, pretty much this whole hallway at some point becomes them. Like,
Wow.
maybe 50 or more flood the hallway. And at some point, there's like a crowd surfing mosh pit kind of thing that happens as one of the veggie pygmies is being like carried forward, and gets transported up to like where you all are, and he's
Careful, you're gonna incite Char.
he's gonna be maybe just a little bit larger than the others, a blue bandana around his head. And then he's like right in front of you, and he starts to speak in their language.
Oh crap! Anybody know what this thing is saying there, guys?
I'm just
Any
I'm just
idea?
gonna point to my ears and just shrug.
Ask the doppelganger to get in his head.
I assume I'm right next to
Ooh.
Lucy and that veggie pygmy. I'm just gonna say, point to my ears and just shrug.
So the he says, "Look, okay, yes, Char, hey man, I can help. You got it, but you gotta let me go."
I
If
can
you
also read
promise
through
me
his mind telepathically. We don't need you.
What?
I'm asking you for a chance to help out.
Come on, you're not
Someone's
gonna keep me
rolling the
tied up
dice.
like this all night long, are you? All day long, all night?
Prove
How many days?
yourself
How many days?
useful.
How many nights? I could be useful. And he starts to like, you can see he's like doing something, and he transforms like into a veggie pygmy.
Yes. Yes.
But it seems like the rope like transforms with him, so the rope is like still binding him, and you could see like he was like kind of hoping that was going to be the thing, but he uses his ability to like reach into their minds, and after some time of back and forth, he says, "Okay, there, guys, is this a good voice for me, or which one? How do you want me to sound?"
Oh yeah, there. That's great.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, we'll just
that's
keep her
fine
moving. So it seems like these guys, they say that the message there that the loose, she say, you know, they want to bridge a peace between the two chiefs. Well, their chief here, he ain't home. He gone. He went up. Well, they say he went up north. They went down south. Sounds like the robots there got him.
Oh goodness, this guy's speaking exactly like what I know I'm talking here, guys. I can interpret this, okay? Yep, we got to go find this guy and bring some ale with us, and then everything's gonna be great.
Yeah, they say if you could find the chief, they may be able. Then maybe you can talk. Maybe they can get a talk going. But he ain't home.
Can they lead us to where the chief was last seen?
Oh yeah. Well, they say that just down here, and he says he'll describe, kind of where you've already been, that central hub where the security forces are. He says they think he's being holed up in there.
Yeah, guys, he's getting held hostage down in this area down there. You can understand that.
These guys, they get all hungry and they get the munchies, and then they go and they it sounds like what they do is they go and they find the old kitchens around here looking for a little snacky snack. Well, the robots, they don't like that too much. They apparently they think that they're trespassing, and they don't mind rounding them up, caging them up. But it's no good.
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go smash some cans there, guys. Some heads with some hammers, and get this little chieftain guy back here, and then we get to have a good old party and drink some beers.
But
Brewski's bro.
See, we wouldn't even have this problem if we just had you just shapeshift. It's great, and I'm just in my underwear at this point.
Hearts. Little red hearts on the white back fabric.
It's little smiling dragons of each color that's on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Do you have a tattoo anywhere? This is redemption.
No. But if it's engraved on my backpack, it's over there amongst the rubble of my power armor. But it says redemption on it. But yeah, it's just underwear, and then there's a holy symbol, and that's about it.
Would any of you veggie types go with us? Or is this just something we're doing for you?
He tries to get into their heads to convey that message. And he reports back that they have already expended so many veggie pygmy lives at the forces of the robots that they can no longer spare any more, because they need their hunters for the survival of the tribe.
Did you get any keys or any access things? Help us get in there?
They are able to provide you with a red color key, which I think is what you needed to get into the security forces area. So,
Yeah.
One of you, well, I'll say that's, so we're probably like about at time to wrap here. So I'll roll to see how many that they have, and then you can dole those out. That'll be kind of the reward here at the end.
And Bob would ask him if if he could translate to see if they could, could you protect us so we could eat a couple brats and drink some beers and help us to go kick some droid butt here.
Yeah, so you basically through the doppelganger broker, they will protect you so you can take a long rest here before setting out. And then this will also be enough time to transpire that Scenario will be able to teleport them out of that room that they were stuck in, and all of the characters will be free to join the next session then. So so the Veggie Pygmies have 2 red door key cards that you can figure out who's going to hang on to.
Who's got group loot?
I have the violet key card.
I could hold a
Take
red,
the red one.
but I'll just hold it until I get a chance to give it back to one of the other group key holders. I think all the keys should be with one individual.
All right,
Mr. Brickleberry would like to say something about Dave's or Bob's comment. Bratwurst? How delightful! Now this guy might be a chef.
Barry.
Just to further shit on Barry.
No, Barry could hear you now. Stop. He's
Barry-
been through a lot.
Barry's just like, I do not care. I'm so happy to be alive.
Barry, Barry, I'm sorry. I've always had a dream of owning a restaurant, and if I ever did, I would definitely hire you as a waiter.
Really?
As a waiter.
Oh.
Waiter.
You see his eyes like light up for a little bit. He was like, "Oh, and I like you too, but why
Buddy,
everybody making fun of me?"
I don't,
I think
dude.
you're
I was
great.
gonna do like, I don't, dude. And no.
You sound like the guy from Home Movies that you're doing.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yes. You're doing a very good job. You're doing a great job.
Yes.
So, so we're going to call it a wrap here. The new quest is in order. You've made contact with the Northern Veggie Pygmy tribe. And, let's see, there is a game scheduled for Sunday, but it's not exactly probably going to pick up on this thread. But in a future session, we will pick up with this thread of trying to rescue the Veggie Pygmy chieftain from that kind of security hub in the center. So, yeah, I hope you all had some fun, some silly fun here on a Friday night. Thanks everyone who is hanging out, watching the stream, having a brewski on a Friday night with us. This was Expedition to the Barrier Peaks, 5th edition conversion of the old classic, the old tournament module that Gary Gygax wrote. I don't know. I think partially to bridge the gap between D&D and Metamorphosis Alpha, but who knows? So
Possibly.
we're having a bit of fun here with this. We run these games right now, 4 to 5 times a month. So these Expedition to the Barrier Peaks games are exclusive to our Patreons, but we do have some fun that will be coming in October, where we will begin playing the Lost City, which will be a brand new level 1 kind of thing we'll have our Patreons will get the first crack at signing up, but then we will also invite our Twitch subscribers to come in and fill in off of the waitlist, get some new characters rolling, doing new level 1 characters, so that'll be kind of fun to see what kind of new characters people come in with. So those will start in October. Once again, we got a few things happening over the weekend. Again, wake up bright and early with us tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central. We'll be playing some more D&D Eberron, the Oracle of War season, I guess, that Corey has been running for us, and we've been having a lot of fun with that. So that'll be in the morning. And then, Dave, want to tell us once again what you got cooking up tomorrow at 7:30?
Yeah, we have Pathfinder Pathfinder Kingmaker campaign adventure pack. Brought out quite a few years ago. Kind of was Pazio's uh, big adventure pack, level 1 to 20. You get some kingdom building in it. It's like a big hex crawl. It's kind of like an old first edition game, just like this, where first edition you just went to the dungeon, but this is like a huge exploration crawl. A lot of cool enemies. Again, you get some kingdom building in it. So yeah, check it out. It's a little bit different. So, but we're using 5th edition rules, and yeah, currently the party is I think 8 or 9 ninth level. So we're getting there.
Cool.
Awesome. Yeah, that's
Nice.
probably pushing the limits to the highest level characters that we've often seen on the channel. I think.
Okay.
You know, we generally do a lot of low level stuff, so it's kind of cool to see high level play here and there. So, and thank you out there for the subscriptions. That's awesome. As we're tying it off here tonight. Yeah, and then check us out on Sunday. Paul will be running Ghosts of Saltmarsh on Sunday at 6:30. So come check that out. As we're wrapping up here, I just want to go online and see, do we have any friends still streaming that we might be able to drop a raid on them? And I'm not sure if we do.
See Praetor's Rejects around and D&D time.
Yeah, let's give Duff and the crew over there a raid. All right. Thanks, everybody. We will see you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Alex.
Thanks, Alex.
All right.
What a game.
Should be off.